Okay. Oh my god, what the hell? Okay, sorry. Streamlabs was being weird for like a second. I don't know why, but whatever. It's calmed down. Anyways, hi, hello, again, I'm back. I went on this whole tangent about why we had this question of the week today. I'll redo it, I guess. So, as I was trying to say, just ignore all of the technical difficulties. Don't worry about it. Anyways, as I was trying to say, question of the week. I'm gonna turn the audio down a little bit. So, yeah, as I was trying to say, question of the week, moths are moths useful? Reason being, I asked that question on Monday because I was curious and I didn't know, and there's like a million of those little orange fluffy caterpillars, which are poisonous, don't touch them. And I asked because my mom mentioned them, and she was like, I don't know. So she looked it up, and we found out, yeah, moths are useful for, like, the environment and stuff. Moths are also pollinators, much like butterflies and stuff. So isn't that cool? Anyways, jeez. Okay. Let me check the audio levels. Hang on. Much like butterflies and stuff. So isn't that cool? Anyways. Okay. Okay. I think it's fine. Probably. Why did the audio cut out? What happened? Oh, I muted it, lol. I forgot. Okay. Hang on. Hi, person who just joined. Sorry, I'm just checking the audio levels. It'll take literally 2 more seconds. Hang on. Okay. Sorry. We'll get started on the game. There were some technical difficulties. It took me a second to fix everything. I don't know what they were, like what caused them, but something happened. Either way, it is what it is. I'm here. Hi. Alright, that's fine for editing. Editing? I'm so sorry. I've been outside for like an hour. It was really hot out there. I'm taking a second to cool off and calm down. Hang on. Okay. We're good. Audio levels checked. Not worried. Okay. We can start the game. Okay. We're back. I'm just gonna press continue, get straight into it. No more dilly-dallying, no more extra stuff. Sorry, I'm still getting through my lozenge. It's almost gone, but, you know, give me a minute. Okay. I'm, like, getting dehydrated. I was sweating so much outside. It's so hot now. Okay. Okay, so. We're back on the main map again. Where we were. We're still on the first section out of 3 sections of map to get to the end of this area. And right now, we're in the bottom right section of the map. We've gone through, like, what? 9 different... No, wait, 8. We've gone through, 10. Sorry. We've gone through 10 different zones to get to where we are currently on the 10th one, and we're about to go to our 11th. We have an option of going from our current little cylinder to the one next to us or the one slightly above that one. We have 12 fuel, so we can afford to just go to the one next to it and then go up. Okay, so yeah, we're just gonna go right, and then we're gonna go up to the other one that we have as an option. Okay. Okay, so. Finish my lozenge. Sorry. Okay. Sorry. I'm, like, trying to get into talking again for the stream. I'm, like, stretching and... Okay. So, usual kind of thing. Bit of dialogue on the right and an image on the left. On the left, the image we have is, it looks like, it just says somewhere in the desert. And yeah, in the dialogue it says it's an ancient temple. So it does look like a sort of old, like, temple ruins kind of thing. It's very deserty, there is no greenery, it's all, like, brickwork, but, like, fancy brickwork, I guess. So there's a lot of, like, extra, hexagon shapes and stuff with, like, not hexagon, pentagon, I guess? Or is it hexagon? No, hexagon is, like, 8. A pentagon is 5. What's the one with 6? Well, either way, like, 6 sides shapes, the sort of things like that, in, like, the similar kind of shape pattern. So it's like a diamond, almost. Not a diamond, but you know what I mean. Either way, there's a lot of, like, fancy brickwork shapes here. There's, like, writing on some of the brickwork. Not that you can, like, read it, but it's just, like, images and stuff, like hieroglyphics, and some really fancy, big wooden doors with, like, metal trimmings and stuff. And there's some soldiers on, like, one side of what looks like a couple of, like, pillars in a sand pit, which is interesting, and, like, a couple of walkways. Yeah, so there's, like, it looks like the temple things are, like, raised above the sand, and there's a walkway leading up to the entrance for the temples. With, like, some bits of pottery, some skulls and candles and, like, fancy things just, like, chilling on the walkways and stuff. So, and on one of the 2 walkways that you're able to see, you can see some, like, soldiers. There's, like, 4 of them chilling out over there. Okay, so, somewhere in the desert. Up ahead of you, a group of soldiers are camping within the walls of an ancient temple. They have not seen you yet. Okay, so we have the option of attack or withdraw, and as I like to say, always attack. Always choose violence. We will always try to fight people. Because you get more resources that way, you know? And it's just safer. What if you didn't attack and they ambushed you? You don't know. I don't think that ever happens in this game, but, you know, better to be safe than sorry. That's just a real life lesson there. I would rather just attack someone first than be attacked by them later. Okay, so, we have 4 people that we're going against. Level 4 Nazi trooper, 2 level 4 Nazi troopers, so they got 64 health, but nothing else. Like, no armor. And a level 3 shock trooper and a level 4 shock trooper. The level 4 has 37 health and 24 armor. The level 3 has 33 health and 21 armor. Okay, so, where are they? The format of this looks like it's another 6 square one. I mentioned this last time where I was talking about, like, the big squares. So, on the screen, you have, like, a grid pattern that shows a bunch of, like, places where you can be spawned. And it's a green highlighted zone that kind of looks like it's in the shape of, like, a spaceship, almost. So it's, like, half of an oval, basically. So it's, although it looks a bit more like an egg, but, like, half of an egg. So we have this, like, half of an egg that's highlighted in green, and it shows the grid pattern for that green, like, area and stuff. So you have these specific, like, small squares that you can place your people in, and that's how it is for the rest of the game, too. So everything is just small squares. But if you, like, look at how the maps are structured, they're generated in big versions of these squares that have a certain amount of those small squares in them. And, like, I don't know, I'd say they have, like, 15, maybe, like, 10, 12, around that amount of those small squares in those big squares, like, across and up, like, horizontally and vertically, if you're going off of just, like, the actual shape of the squares. That's what I would say it would be. It's about, like, 12, 13, maybe 15 squares for both sides to create the big squares. So, of big squares, there are about 6. And they're in a pattern of, like, pairs of 2 going down. So there's 2 top squares, 2 middle squares, and 2 bottom squares. And we're spawning right in the middle of the 2 top squares. So below that, the 2 top squares, there's mostly just, like, some rocks, a bit of, like, wall remains. So it's not, like, full-on walls, but it's a few, like, stray bricks and stuff. And just straight up desert. In the middle squares, there's the actual temples and stuff with proper walls and everything, and, like, some of the pillars and everything. Well, the pillars aren't really in the middle squares. The bottom 2 squares are where all of the pillars and the walkways from before are, as well as the sand pits. So you can, like, go through all of those areas. But we are spawning in the top 2 squares right in the middle. And the soldiers, there are 2 in the middle right one. Both shock troopers are in the middle right square. And both of the Nazi troopers are in the bottom left square, way at the corner. Okay, so that's how that is structured. So we're going to immediately go for the shock troopers just to get rid of them. So we're going to spawn everyone in the bottom right corner of this little, like, half of an egg. Which, like, if you're thinking about it in the egg perspective, it's like the very tip of the egg, like the pointy end of the egg. So we're at that section of the egg, which is pointing to the right. So we're in the upper right square, the bottom half of the upper right big square. Okay, so let's see. Yeah, okay. I'm going to put them there. Oh, Natalia has no armor. Okay, so we have a full player turn, which is good. So we can have 2 moves for each character right now. So I'm going to have Omar quickly repair Natalia's armor because Natalia had no armor, and that is not good. So that is repaired Natalia's armor. I'm also going to have him repair Pereira's armor, honestly, because we have the supplies for it, and we could do with having... Oh, hey. Cool. There was an achievement. I didn't read it. I should have read it. That was my bad. Sorry. But there was a little coin achievement thing that popped up in the top left that gave us a little reward because of the amount of times we've been, like, repairing stuff, I think. So we got, I think it was another nice repair kit. I don't know if it's better than the one Omar has or it's just the same one. I'll check after this, but, you know, we got that. That's nice. Okay, so I've repaired both Pereira's and Natalia's armor using Omar's 2 moves. So Omar doesn't have any moves anymore. And Pereira's armor is full, but Natalia's is only at 22 out of 29. And her health is at 74 out of 90, while Pereira's health is 85 out of 100. And Omar's health is 100 out of 100, but his armor is 17 out of 19. Just to establish what's going on with everyone right now. Okay, so I'm going to move... Natalia first. I'm going to put Natalia closer to where the shock troopers are. Okay, so there's a space that's like 2 across and 1 up from one of the shock troopers that offers like a ton of cover for Natalia and allows her to shoot both of the shock troopers from the same spot. So I'm going to send her there because she's less likely to get hit because it has 3 sides of the little square that are shields. So, like I mentioned last time, you get certain amount of cover depending on the shapes that you have on the sides of each square that you're in. And the lowest one is shield with X in it. Middle one is just shield, so that one's better than shield with X, but not as good as the last one, which is just full-on brick wall. So this offers 3 shields, so it's going to give a lot of cover. There's a brick wall next to it, but only 1 brick on, like, one side, so I'd rather just take the 3 shields and go with that. So I'm going to send her over there, plus it gives her a better vantage point to be able to shoot both of them. So, yeah, she can hit them both with her move Double Shot, which is going to cost 2 bravery points and also 2 ammo, but that's fine because at least it does more damage to them. It even has a possibility of taking out the level 3 Shock Trooper, because her damage that she can do is 29 out of 34, and the Shock Trooper has 33 health, so it'll be a good chance, and we have a 100% chance of hitting that Shock Trooper, so it's a good possibility that we will take that one out. The other one, though, we're not going to be able to get rid of with just this one shot, but that's okay, because Pereira's right behind us, so we can get him to finish it off, because she can only do 26 to 31 damage to this one. It's the level 4 one, and it's got 37 health, so it's not going to take it out, and it's only got a 58% chance to hit. Okay, so it didn't take out both of them. It didn't take out either of them. But now the level 3 Shock Trooper has 4 health and 11 armor out of 21, and the level 3 one does. And the level 4 one has 11 health out of 37 and 14 armor out of 24. So we're going to bring Pereira around, and he's going to finish off the Shock Trooper. There's a space literally right next to the level 4 Shock Trooper that has 2 shields, so I'm going to send Pereira over there. And now I'm going to have him just stab that Shock Trooper. Okay. Pereira made a little remark when he killed someone. They always have, like, a little bit of flavor text when they do certain actions. And he said, like, these landlubbers can't handle anything. Because, just so you know, like, the appearances of our little characters and stuff, Pereira is, like, dressed as a sailor and everything. And that's his whole thing, is that he's, like, a rough and tough sailor kind of dude. He's got an old silver beard, and he's got the hat and everything. He's wearing blue. And Natalia looks like a scientist. Like, she's got these glasses, she's blonde, and she's got her hair up in a bun, and she's wearing a lab coat. And Omar has a turban, he's got a beard, and he's wearing, like, a vest and some, like, linen clothes from the looks of it. So, like, thin, white kind of clothes underneath the vest. So, that's their appearances if you wanted to know about that. It's not, like, important or anything, but that's just what's up. Okay, so I'm gonna speed up the thing so that they make their moves faster. Okay. Oop. Alright, so everybody moved forward and closer to us. The two Nazi troopers just got a bit closer as much as they could. They're, like, still all the way across the map on the, They have moved up to the middle left, or at least they're almost about to reach the middle left, about there. Yeah, they're, like, about to reach the middle left square instead of the bottom left. So they're going up instead of to the side. And we are still in the middle right now, except for Omar, who I probably will actually go send to go and try and deal with the troopers. But the Nazi troopers, not the shock trooper. Okay, so Pereira got hit and he lost some of his armor, like 8 of it, I think. Yeah. So not so bad for the amount of damage and stuff. It's kind of annoying. I would like for Pereira to already go and get the other guy. Yeah, okay. I'm going to use Natalia to take out the shock trooper real fast. It's like overkill. That did like 41 damage and he only had 4 health. But it means that we can save the others, like, moves a bit more, I guess. So I'm going to now send everyone over to where the Nazi troopers are. So I'm sending Natalia across the building towards them. I'm going to do the same for Pereira. So he's going to head over that direction too. And I'm going to do the same with Omar, who can go the farthest. And he's right at the edge of the building almost. Okay, so they're all right at the wall of the building. I don't know if it's fully necessary, but I am going to put Omar, who's in the front, into hunker down so that he takes less damage if they do end up reaching the edge of the building and hit him. So I'm just going to do that as a precaution. I don't think I need to, but I'm going to do it anyways. Yeah, okay, they didn't reach anyone beforehand, so that's fine. Alright, I'm going to send... Who can I get closest? I can actually send Natalia right up to them. Okay, so I'm going to send her forward. And she's going to use double shot again, because she still has 3 bravery points now, so she can use 2 of them. And take out... She can't take them down, but she did 55 to one of them and 51 to the other. So now we have 1 on 9 health and 1 on 13. So now I'm going to send... Ooh, okay. Dang. Let's see. I'm gonna, like, make an attempt to see if I can get Omar to be able to hit both of them at once, but I don't think he's going to be able to. I'm, like, trying to find a way to get him to be able to hit both of them. I don't think he's gonna manage it, but I'm going to send him to a spot where it's a possibility. Ooh, okay, so I was trying to position him somewhere where he's able to use his shotgun blast, which allows a cone of, like, damage to hit them. And it doesn't hit as hard as normal. It's, like, reduced by 20% of the usual damage from his shotgun as a whole. But it does allow you to hit multiple targets at once. And I have managed to position him, like, diagonally and down from the bottommost Nazi troopers. So now he can actually hit both of them with one shot. So he's gonna do that. And that takes care of them. Okay. Great, so we've reloaded, and that's the end of that round. Cool. Okay. We're back to that image from before, and now they're just standing in the spot where the soldiers were, as usual. Ooh, we got a nice, rare armor. Is that a heavy armor? Yeah. Interesting. Okay, well, we'll take that. We got another one of supplies, so we have 9 supplies right now, and an ammo box, so that'll fill us back up to full on ammo as well as supplies. That's nice. Okay. Okay, so let's compare this armor with everybody's, I guess. It doesn't have any, like, special extra bits, and it's not as good as the splendid tactical armor that Natalia has, so we're not going to use it on the ones we have. Like, Omar and Pereira, it's better than the armor that they have, but it doesn't have any extra, like, skills or anything like that. Like, I'd prefer for them to have the extra vitality that they get from their armor that they have right now. So I'm not going to replace what they have with this new one, but I am going to hold on to it because it's actually pretty decent. And let's see. Ooh, okay. Yeah, so the new repair kit that we got is actually better than the one that we have currently. So the one we have right now is the Lesser Bomb of Nurkit Nir, I think, or something like that. And the newer one that we just got is called the Arcane Bomb of Nefri Kahor, I think. Something like that. Don't rely on me to be able to pronounce some of these hard words correctly because I don't know. I'm trying my best. But yeah, this is a level 5 repair kit, while the previous one was a level 4, and it has 26 repair, while the previous one has 22. So we're going to replace his old one with this one, so that's really nice. I'm just going to go ahead and get rid of his hammer and pliers, though, because, like, no, I'll hold on to it. I'm holding on to a lot of stuff because I have space to do that now, but eventually we're going to have to, like, sort through all of these. Either way, Omar has a new repair kit, so it's got 26 repair when he uses it now, so that's nice. Alright, now we move up to the next cylinder. Okay. Ooh, alright, so it says somewhere in the desert. On the left, there is a dude underneath an awning around, like, some brick building. It looks like just a sort of just, like, a normal brick building that you see around this area and stuff. It's just normal bricks. There's a door, a wooden door with some bricking around it. And a couple of just open windows that don't have any glass, they're just open. And there's a couple of vehicles around, as well as, like, a ton of barrels of, like, gasoline and stuff. So there's just a bunch of barrels around, and, like, some pillars and a bit of greenery on the bottom with, like, a camel next to it. And there are 2 guys around all of the barrels and stuff. Oh, there's another camel by the pillar. But there's 2 guys around all of the barrels. One is underneath an awning, and the other one is right next to a truck. And it's somewhere in the desert. The buildings ahead of you are part of a simple supply station. Fuel is, nomad. Fuel is no problem, if you can pay for it. So he's selling us fuel. It's 240 for 2 gas, 450 for 4 gas, or 600 for 6 gas. And we have 10 fuel right now, so we could get some extra just to be safe. I'm going to, just because it's good to have a lot of fuel. So I paid for the 600 for 6 bits of gas, so now we have 16. I'm just going to keep us going forward. There's a little offshoot that we can go check out. I don't know if it's worth it to go over there, though, because it'll cost 2 fuel to at least go and check it out. I mean, I guess we'll have 14 then, and it's 1, 2, 3, 4. And there's, like, 8, and we'll probably get some... There's, like, 8 spots in order to get to where we want. Or there's 10 if we want to go to another one of the offshoots that I can see. I guess it's fine. We'll probably get some fuel as we go. So, and there's a trading station. Sure, we'll take a little bit, some detours to go to these offshoots. So we're going to go to the offshoot on the right instead of going forward above us. There's nothing here. Okay, so it says somewhere in the desert. On the left, it's literally just desert and, like, some bits of greenery and stuff and nothing else. It's just, like, the truck and your characters, so it's the 3 others. And it just says, the hills around you are filled with big bushes. You journey on after a quick stop. Okay, so nothing was there. That's fine. Sometimes it happens. Like, sometimes there is nothing on those spots. Sometimes you find good stuff, but sometimes there's nothing. Okay. Okay, so this place is called an abandoned temple, and it does look like a temple. There's like a temple entrance. There's a big open archway, and it's all brick building again with like a couple of pillars, like obelisks almost, that are set up on little stands built into the temple building with like what looks to be a really big obelisk right above the entrance, but it's cut off so you can't see all of it, just like the bottom of it. And next to the entrance, there's a couple of little, what look to be like almost kind of bronze braziers where you would put stuff in it, so that there are flames, but there are no flames right now. They're just like empty. And it's all on a raised, again, like what looks to be a raised stone walkway that leads into the entrance with like sand pits around it. Okay, so you find the ancient walls of an abandoned temple. Lonely and majestic, the building rises from the endless desert sands. What secrets might it conceal? Okay, so there are 4 options, and only 3 of them are available to us, because one of them requires the Sixth Sense character perk, and we don't have that with our characters that we have right now, so we can't do that one. But that's okay, because we still have 3 other options. The first one is a gamble, so you can just enter the building, and there is a random chance to get a positive or a negative outcome with any gamble. That's how it always is. And I don't really like taking gambles if we don't have to, but we will if we don't have any other options. But we do have, like, of course, there's the usual, like, we're just going to ignore it and continue our journey. But there is also another event option that has the character perk Ancient Languages, which Omar has. So we can choose that one and read the inscription, is what it says. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to read the inscription using the Ancient Languages perk. Okay, so the stairwell into this holy place is almost entirely clogged with sand. You squeeze down through the half-buried passageway and finally arrive at an intersection. Sorry, that was hard. Omar studies the hieroglyphics on the wall. Omar, the throne room is on the right. Okay, so we continue. This is the only option. Alright, the image has changed. It went to black, and now it's faded into being inside of the temple. It looks like it is a throne room. There's, like, some proper lit-up braziers on both sides of this big stone throne that's on a pedestal right at the end of the screen. And there's, like, some hieroglyphic walls that are around the sides of it, alongside what looks almost like chests beside them. And some, like, stone pillars on the other side with some seats around the throne room, I think, as well as some, like, torches on the walls from the pillars. And the 3 characters are just, like, going forward and checking everything out, looking around at all of the chairs and stuff. So, after endless steps, you finally enter a magnificent throne room. Behind the strange throne, you find a massive marble chest. Sweat pours from your brows as you lift the heavy lid. Alright, and we can press continue, and we have 2 chest slots. So we've gotten... Ooh, okay, so we've gotten a legendary artifact called the Blue Ceremonial Crown, and its value is $520. And we also got an exquisite faience bead necklace. I think that's how you'd say it. And it's a rare rarity artifact worth $160. So that was all just money that we got out of that. But that's fine. I'm totally up for just getting some money out of that. Great. Oh, I just noticed there's, like, some bugs on the ground, like scarabs, I think, is what they're supposed to be. They're, like, barely moving. I can see, like, 3 of them. There's just a little extra detail for the image there. Okay, so that was a nice one. We just got some money out of that. We'll continue forward now. Okay, so this is an old camp. Okay, and on the left there's an image of what looks like a big stone obelisk, some, like, stone walls behind, like some ruined stone walls, looks like a temple walls and stuff, and there's some smaller stone obelisks and some more walls, as well as a bunch of pottery and, like, it's like an altar, so it's like table but fancier, made of stone in the middle between all of the different obelisks and stuff, and amongst all of that, there are 3 German soldiers and 1 German shepherd. There is a dog. The German soldiers sometimes do have German shepherds with them, so you have to fight dogs. But I do want to mention that, like, when you kill the dogs, because I know that it bothers some people sometimes to see, like, the dead animals on the games and everything, like, the dogs don't actually, like, quote-unquote die. In this game, you have, like, a dog-friendly option where basically the dogs just, like, disappear. They, like, fade away from existence when they die instead of, like, leaving blood in a body, which is pretty funny, I think. But yeah, just a minor detail there. Okay, so. Sorry, I need to stop saying so when I start saying stuff. There is a large group of soldiers in the ruins up ahead of you. They do not appear to have noticed you yet. Okay, great, so we can just ambush them and attack. So our two options are attack or withdraw, and we are definitely attacking. We never withdraw from a fight. We always fight when we get the opportunity to do so. Okay, so let's see the structure of this map. How big is it? They've been pretty small so far. Yeah, okay, I think... Yeah, okay, this is like another 3x2 almost. Although it looks more like it's like a condensed 4 square. So there are 4 big squares. And we are in our spawn area is mixed between the bottom left and the top left. So like it's very long, our big green spawn area. So it starts with a big like round chunk near the bottom left and then goes up in like a thinner line up towards the top left chunk. And there are a lot of enemies here. Okay, so there are 7 enemies that we have to fight. 3 of them are shock troopers. 1 level 3 and 2 level 4. So that's 37 health and 24 armor for the level 4s and 33 health and 21 armor for the level 3. And then we have 4 attack dogs. And 3 of them are level 4 and 1 of them is level 3. They don't have any armor, but the level 4s have 43 health and the level 3 has 37. Okay, so that's fine. Dogs are one of those ones where they're easy to hit once you actually like reach them, but they do hit for a lot themselves. Like they hurt when they bite you, and they're very fast. They have more moves than like other characters, so they can move farther across the area when they're given the opportunity. So it's good to take them out as soon as possible because they can cause you a lot of damage if they manage to reach you in time. So I'm going to send... They're good to get rid of using just knives, so... But I can take them out with just shots. Okay, so I'm going to... I'm going to send both Pereira and Omar to one side. So they're going to be on the bottom section. And I'm going to have Natalia start up at the very top, because there are 2 dogs on like there are 2 dogs in the top left and 2 dogs in the bottom right at the edge of the bottom left, and 1 shock trooper with the 2 dogs in the bottom right, and both the other 2 shock troopers are near the top section, but 1 shock trooper is at the very bottom of, I'd say, the top left square, like right by where the dogs are and everything, and where I've placed Natalia now, while the other shock trooper, the level 3 one, is over in the top right, like right at the edge of the top right square. So there's a lot more of them near Natalia, but I'm going to have her take out the attack dogs like first, because she can hit them for 50 to 55 even using double shot. And they only have like 43 health for one of them and 37 for the other. So this is the level 3 attack dog alongside one of the level 4s. So I'm going to have her get rid of the attack dogs. Yeah, they also don't make a sound. If you don't have dog friendly on, you hear them whimper, and that's a little sad. So I do get if people don't want to hear that kind of thing. So now I'm going to have Natalia hunker down so that she doesn't get hurt as much, because there's a possibility that the shock troopers will go after her now. And now I'm going to send... I'm going to send Omar closer to where the dogs and the shock trooper are, but then I'm going to have him just hunker down immediately. Or I guess I don't have to. I can have him do shotgun blast. Like both of them. Because I think there's a possibility that he'll take out one of the attack dogs by doing that. Yeah, okay. And he took 4 armor off of the shock trooper, which isn't great, but it's something. So Omar's done his thing, so now he's going to chill out there. I don't think we can hit the dog with Pereira from, like, where I'm going to send him. I'm going to send him further forward. And, yeah, we can't get the dog from here, and there's no real point in trying to get the shock trooper, I guess. Ooh. We do have Warning Shot, and I think I might use that to try and halt the dog. I'm hoping it'll move before the shock trooper does. And if not, it'll at least stop the shock trooper from going somewhere. So I'm going to use Warning Shot for once and have Pereira use that right over the shock trooper and right in front of the dog, since we can't reach the dog from here. And I'm just going to have him stay there like that. Okay, so we'll end the turn. We'll see what happens next on the enemy turn. Ow. Dang, Man, I was hoping that Warning Shot would stop them from attacking as well, but the shock trooper just shot Pereira. And now the dog's gonna bite him. Okay, that's annoying. That was a lot of damage. Ugh. Yeah, Pereira's at 53 health and 0 armor now. That's annoying. I'm gonna have to take the risk and have Omar use some extra, like, I had Omar use a repair kit on Pereira so that he gets his armor back. And I think I want Omar to try and just shoot the dog because he can reach it from here. So that's 57 to the dog, so the dog is gone. And now we're going to have Pereira go to where the shock trooper is. Just have him move over there. And we might be able to take him down with just a knife hit. We might be able to take him down with a shotgun hit, actually. Like, fully. Because it does... Okay, so the knife does 30 to 37 damage. So there's a possibility that we can take the shock trooper out because he's got 37 health. But the gun does do 27 to 39, so there's more of a possibility of us actually hitting the health cap and taking him out. So I'm going to take the risk of possibly lower damage by using the shotgun. So... Oh man, it did 39, so it perfectly got rid of his health. That shock trooper is down. Okay. So now Natalia is alone up with two shock troopers up above. And she has no more double shot. All of her bravery is gone, which is unfortunate, but that's okay. We can... One of the shock troopers shot at her but missed, so she didn't get hit at all. So she can shoot one of them. It won't fully take him out, but it will bring him down by a decent amount because we can do 26 to 31. There's only a 58% chance of actually hitting, but it's still like there's a possibility of 26 to 31 damage, and his health is 37, so it'll at least like reduce the health. So yeah, 28 damage, that's fine. So he's got 9 health now. And I think I'm actually going to move Natalia away. So I'm going to send her down more. And the shock troopers will probably follow her. That way she's more close to the other two and they can like help her out if need be. Okay, so that's the end of the turn. We don't have any more moves. So now, yeah, the shock troopers are following Natalia, getting closer to her. One of them shot at her but missed. Okay, so she's still totally fine, hasn't lost any health or armor yet. So we can take out the one that we shot before because it's only on 9 health. Ooh, but we missed, so that's unfortunate. That's okay though, we can still continue like running away, basically. I'll continue moving Natalia closer to the other two, and now I'm going to start moving Pereira and Omar closer. So they're like right next to her now. She has reached the bottom left corner of the area. I'm going to have Omar be right in front of Pereira because I do want him to use his extra move to actually bring Pereira's health back up using a bravery point because he has first aid. Ooh! Ooh, we got a nice med kit, a level 5 med kit for healer 2, so that was an extra little reward thing. Similar to what we got last time, so that's nice. I'm going to have Pereira use his last move, because he still has one other one to just reload, because I don't have anything else really for him to do that's useful. Okay, Omar got shot, 6 damage to his armor. Ooh, and shot again, 21 damage, like, to health, and 8 damage to armor, I think. So his armor is basically almost gone, so I'm going to have Omar repair his armor. And then I'm going to have Pereira. I'm going to have him move up the wall over to where one of the shock troopers is, and I'm going to see what damage we can do. Okay, so we have 30 to 37 using just the knife, and he only has, this is the level 3 shock trooper with only 33 health, so there's a possibility we can just take it out with the knife stab, so we're going to go for that. It did 50 damage somehow. I think that was a crit. So that took care of that shock trooper, and now I'm going to use Natalia to hopefully fully get rid of this shock trooper. I know she only has a 58% chance. I can actually move her forward, so I'm going to move her forward right next to the shock trooper and just shoot him point blank. So it's a 100% chance now. 36 to 41 damage, and he only has 9 health. So that's that. That's the round ended. Okay, great. Reload all the weapons and back to the map. Okay. All right. And we have 5 full chests, so 5 things. We have some Warrant Officer's leather gloves for $40. We have a silken handkerchief for $55. And we have 2 bits of supplies, as well as a medium ammo box, so that will bring back the ammo that we lost, so we're back to full again. And a rusty can opener for $20. So it was mostly just some, like, extra bits of loot. Oh, did I not get that reward because I didn't click it? That's annoying. I wanted to pick that up. Ah, fuck. Well, the more you know. At least we learned. Because I think that would have been, yeah, that would have been better than the first aid kit Natalia has. Although, to be fair, I feel like I haven't been using it much because Omar has a health ability. But, you know, whatever. Anyways. Okay, so... Unless it's, like, somewhere else and I just didn't see it. Oh, okay. Yeah, I went and I claimed the reward. There's, like, There's actually a couple of them that are there. So there's, there's 3 tabs that you can reach when you're, like, in the main screen for your team and everything. One of them is the Codex, which just gives you, like, extra information on, like, story stuff, the combat system, the enemies you're fighting, and everything like that. And then there's trophies underneath that, which is all of your various, like, those things that pop up in the top left, like I mentioned before, that tell you, like, oh, you've done enough things. Like, we got the Healer 2 one, which is restore 1,000 HP, just in general. So that's why we got that new reward there. There's a third one, Healer 3, which is restore 5,000 HP, and it's got an even better healing thing. So, you know, and it's similar. The last one we got before that gave Omar the nice reward was Tinker 2, and the next one is Tinker 3, which is 5,000 repair for the armor, and the last one was 1,000. So, that's nice. Anyways. Yeah, so that's, I think that's all of the different things. Yeah, we can just see, so that's, no extra rewards are there, so we got a couple of little rewards that, like, I missed previously. So there was actually another, first aid kit thing. Hello, the Holy Lord Phoenix, what's up? Welcome to the stream. So, yeah, so we got an old penicillin syringe from, like, ages ago that I totally forgot to collect, apparently. So that's a decent one, but not as good as what we have currently, so I'm just going to get rid of it, because I don't think even, like, the other healers that we have outside of the team we have currently require one of that level. So at this point, it's only, like, level 4 and above that we really would need. And this one is a level 5, the new one that we got for the Healer 2 achievement, so it's better than the one Natalia currently has, because she has a level 4 one that heals for 60, and this new one heals for 70, so we're going to replace her current one with that new one. And we're going to hold on to the previous one that she had, because I think that some of the healers in there could do with a first aid kit instead of what they have currently. So we're going to keep that, take it home with us. Alright, so we're going to go to this offshoot. There's an offshoot to the left of where we are currently, but there are a couple of options, like, next to us. One that's going, like, lower to the right and one upper to the right that lead toward the exit. And they both have tabs over them, so we know what both of them have. The upper right one has a resting area, and the lower right one has a trader in it. And we're going to go to them both eventually, but I want to go to this offshoot first. And then we're probably going to go to the rest area first, and then up to another tab that we can see, which is the only other visible tab, which is a friend. So we can go and recruit a friend to join the team, so we'll have 4 team members instead of 3, which would be nice. And then one other extra little cylinder spot that's next to that doesn't have an indicator on it, but we'll go there anyways on the way back over and over to the exit from there. But right now we're going over to the left to an offshoot that's close to the center of the map. Okay, so some camel traders is what this event is called. There's an image that's the desert with a bunch of rocks and like some greenery and stuff, and amongst all of those rocks are like quite a few camels. There's a lot of them. There's some baby ones and some grown ones. There are some that have like saddles and stuff on them, and some that are just chilling. And there's like 3 dudes hanging out amongst all of the camels, and our character's right in front of all of this like herd of camels alongside our jeep. You stop as a herd of camels crosses your path. Some men nod to you as they pass. One of them stops for a moment. They are camel traders, driving their mares south along the coast to Sana'a. I have no idea how to pronounce that, sorry. When you ask him about Karga Sarabit, he just shrugs and gestures vaguely eastwards, into the heart of the Arabian desert. Okay, so done. We don't have anything else we can do in that location, that's fine. So that was just a nice little bit of flavor text there. Okay, so now we're gonna go up to the rest area. And we can get everyone healed up, that'll be nice. Okay, so some village ruins. The image to the left shows a building, another brick building with like some ruined brick walls next to it, as well as a big like barrel of gas that's just on its side and covered by greenery and stuff, so it's probably empty. At the very least, it's just like put aside and everything and no one cares about it. And there's some other bits of greenery, like some trees and some bushes and stuff. And some more ruined, like, brick walls and, like, bits of brick. There's some, like, chests and bits of supplies and everything, and a well. And we've got a little fireplace that our guys built, and our guys are around the fireplace with all of the stuff and next to our jeep, which is on the right side of the fireplace. So, in a deserted village, you find a watering post. A short break could do you good, so we're gonna rest up, because the option is rest up and continue your journey, but we want to rest up because they could do with some healing. So it went through the day and night cycle again, real fast, so it got dark and then it got light again. You set up camp in the shade and tend to your wounds. You see enough coffee simmering over the campfire and your spirits improve. With morale restored, you continue your journey. The party current health replenished and revived, so that's done, so we will leave. And now we're gonna go see about getting a friend. Okay, because we didn't find any other opportunities to recruit anybody before this, so we're probably going to recruit whoever this is, regardless of the circumstances, because we could do with at least having, like, another person, regardless of what they can do. And we can always replace them if we find a better friend later. It's fine. Okay, so an excavation is what it's called, and on the left, you can see, it's a big deserty area. There's some greenery, like a couple trees and some shrubs and stuff, and it looks like there's a tent and some various bits of, like, brickwork, so, like, a few half-built walls, but not quite completed, and some... It looks almost like a garden bed of, like, brick around it, with a big chunk of wood just laying across on top of it. So, I'm not sure what it is, but it's there, and there's some, like, random bits of pottery and stuff, and a table, like a proper little table, with some pottery on top of it, like someone was examining it with a chair right next to it, so it does look like that was like an examination table for the pottery and stuff. And next to the table there is a little excavation hole, so it is a hole in the ground with the strings that cordon off the sections for the excavation and stuff, so you can tell it's an excavation site. And our 3 characters are surrounding one person who is right by the chair, in between the chair and the tent where they're examining all the pottery and stuff. So, I need to stop saying so. Sorry about that. You pause. What is that strange sound? It sounds like a soft hammering echoing across the rocky wasteland. Curious, you follow the sound and soon come across an old temple ruin. Only the foundation walls remain. You see a makeshift camp that someone has pitched next to a small excavation site. Sorry. Standing in a pit, you see Leonora. tapping on the wall with a hammer. You can barely believe your eyes. When she sees you, Leonora's face lights up. Leonora, what a coincidence! Nomads told me about these ruins. They were kind enough to bring me here. I've been digging for 3 days now, but frankly, I don't think I'm going to find anything here. If I know you, you're probably up to your neck in trouble again. Do you need help? Okay, so we're gonna recruit her. It's gonna cost us some money because we didn't, like, rescue her from someone. So, it's gonna cost us $500, which is okay. So she's another repair kit user as well as an assault rifle user, which is fine. And her skills are assault rifle skill, medium armor skill, med kit skill, and repair kit skill. She doesn't have any debuffs on either of them. She does have an extra armor amount, so she actually has a plus for her armor, so she has more armor on her medium armor. And she has ancient languages, so, like, she's kind of useless because, like, she's about as useful as, like, the characters we have. She has a skill, like, her perks and her skills are the same as the characters we already have. So, like, she's not great, but I will take her for now, just because it's good to have an extra person if need be. So, I'll recruit her. It's fine. So, let's give her a better gun, if we can. I don't know if we have any other assault rifles, though. Nah, I don't think we do. So, she's just gonna have to accept the one that she's got. It's a level 2 one, so it's better than it would have been, like, if she just had a default one. I can give her a better repair kit. Yeah, I think I'll give her a better repair kit. I'd rather her use repairing than health. So I'm going to get rid of the hammers and pliers, actually, because I think that we have anyone who can use a repair kit using hammer and pliers. And, like, if we get some new people, then we can give them those. But right now, I think that's it. So, and we don't have any other armor for her either. So we're just going to have to accept what she has. Actually, we do have another assault rifle that's a level 5, which is better than the one that she has. I didn't even notice. I thought it was a pistol because of the shape of it. Okay, so it's... her previous one is a level 2. This one has better hit, like, definitely way better. It's like 18 damage more than what her previous one did. It also has 6 more armor shredding and also like 9 more crit damage. So I'll just replace her current one with this other assault rifle and get rid of the one that she had previously. Okay, so that should be fine. Right, so she's just going to be a little bit of backup there until we get a better friend, because she's not great. She's not super useful, but I'm going to hold on to her anyway just to get an extra set of hands, you know? Okay, so somewhere in the desert. Just desert roadway, I guess, with the Jeep going through a bunch of trees. There's nothing else here. It's just a bunch of trees and our characters looking around the trees. Okay, so you hear the drone of propellers long before you see the menacing silhouette of the plane in the sky above you. You crane your necks, but you cannot make out any markings. The plane arcs past in wide circles before finally turning off and disappearing into the clouds. Okay. So, not much there. That's fine. We'll continue moving our way down to get to the trader. Oh yeah, the watering post. We don't need to rest up. We didn't find anybody, so we're just going to continue on our journey. We had to go past the resting area that we were at before, but, like, and we can use it again, but there's no real point in it because I'm pretty sure everyone's health is at max right now, so there's no reason in going there. So we're just going to continue and ignore that. And now we're going to the trader place. Okay, sorry. I needed to drink some water. Alright. Okay. A palm grove. Right, there's a little watering hole in the top right of the image to the left. There's also some camels around, and what looks like a couple of traders just chilling out around some rugs on the ground that have a bunch of, like, of their wares and stuff on them, as well as some various bits of potteries, some buckets and things, and, like, some chairs and stuff that have their stuff around them, and a bunch of greenery just around the whole watering hole and everything. So, you arrive exhausted at the oasis and discover that a traveler has already set up camp here. The trader waves you over enthusiastically. Okay, so we can trade now. I don't think... Ooh, this is a nice assault rifle, though. It's expensive. I'm gonna sell our valuables, so we have $5,000 now, so that's good. I think I will go ahead and sell anything that doesn't have any, like, rarity to it, because it's just not as worth it, I feel. So I'm gonna get rid of the worn hydraulic armor, the tarnished Charleston, and the tarnished Nivelle, because we don't need those 2 pistols or that armor. And they're not as valuable to me if they don't have a glowy thing. Like, it's one thing if it's tools, but if it's armor and, like, weapons, then there's no real point unless you have the glow. So I'm gonna buy all of the fuel that we can afford. I'll get 1 thing of supplies just to fill us up. So now we have 10 fuel, 10 supplies, and 90 ammo. So we're full up on supplies and ammo, but we do only have 10 fuel, which isn't great, but it's okay. And now we can get this nicer assault rifle that's here. It's expensive, but I think it's better than what Leonora has. Yeah, the damage is better. It has a little accuracy bonus as well. So I think I'll go ahead and purchase it for her just to make sure that she has a decent weapon. Because she'll be of more use to us that way anyways. And, like, we're not really saving up the money for anything else now regardless. Because, like, we've already saved it up to get the highest, like, storage amount for the truck. So there's no real point. Yeah, so and the previous one had a negative accuracy thing. So this one has 0% accuracy, like, by default, and a plus 5% accuracy because of its rarity. So we're gonna hold on to that one and just sell this one. Okay, so yeah, that is that. We should be fine. All right, yeah. So we're gonna leave now. There's nothing else for us to buy that we want, so we'll leave. All right, and now we're going to the last location on this map section. So we'll see what happens there. The very last location, the one that you're aiming for on the map, is always indicated by another tab with a flag on it. So this is the flag space. So this is the last area in this specific section of the map. Very exciting. All right, so sorry, I keep saying it. I'm working on it. Anyways, in Oasis, there's a well in the middle of a section of, like, a bunch of half-built brick walls and some, like, greenery and shrubs and some vases and stuff. Some various bits of pottery and buckets and things that would carry water, one would assume. And our characters are all around the well in the middle. Beneath the glaring desert sun, you spy a handful of palm trees swaying in the wind. You have found an oasis. Full of anticipation, you approach the grove. Okay, continue. Desperate to quench your thirst after your arduous journey... Oh, God, sorry. Okay. Desperate to quench your thirst after your arduous journey, you head directly to the well, only to discover that it holds not water, but sand. Someone has filled in the well. Oh, German soldier. Sorry, the well is closed right now. Continue. There's a couple of soldiers in an archway right across from the well. The screen is moved down. Okay, so you spin around to see a squad of German soldiers. There's really only 2 of them visible, whatever. Their leader sneers at you. German soldier, it appears we share a common interest. Karga Cerebit and its 1,000 towers of blue and red porphyry buried beneath the desert sands. What is porphyry? I have no idea what that means. German soldier, don't try to deny it. Your activities in Jeddah were hardly discreet. Captain Ruckart left us here with orders to spare you any further trouble. Your journey ends here. Without warning, the Germans opened fire. Alright, and now it's a crosshair indicator, so we're gonna continue and get into a fight. Alright. Exciting! We've only gotten into, like, 2 fights so far, and we're like an hour and a half in. Okay, blindsided, so I think we don't have a chance to move at all. And there are 5 people we need to fight. This is a very small map section. Okay. I'd say it's probably another, like, 4-square one. Yeah, it's like another 4-square. So we're in the middle left square by the well. And we're on, like, the rightmost section of the middle left square. So, actually, this is more like a 3 than a 4, I'd say. If we're gonna really divide it up. But, you know. So, yeah, we're in the middle left. Middle right, there is 1 medic. So out of everyone, there are 5 people we have to go after. There's 3 shock troopers, 1 level 3, 2 level 4s, and 2 medics, both level 4s. So there's a medic across from us, and there's 2 shock troopers below that, and there's the medic, the other medic, and the last shock trooper above them. So they're all on the right side, and they're relatively close, but like not overly so. I'm gonna put Pereira closest to them, because there's a wall that's giving us some decent cover, and I want Natalia to have the most cover, because she has the least, like, she's, like, the most fragile, just as a character. Like, she gets hit harder, I feel, than the other 2. So I'm gonna put Pereira with the space with the least amount of cover. It's only got 1 shield. Omar can get the section with 2 shields, and Natalia can get 2 shields and an X'd out shield for hers. Oh yeah, we have Leonora now. Okay, so Leonora will be right beside Pereira with 1 shield. Okay, we have 1 move. Okay, that's fine. We can work with that. Probably. At the very least, I don't know if Natalia can hit anybody. Oh, she can. Okay, so she can hit 2 people. We can have her hit both of the medics. Those are the only ones that she can reach. So I'm going to have her do that. We're going to take the chance to see if she can. She managed to hit both of them. She didn't take them out, but she did do a lot of damage. One's on 8 and one's on 5 health, so that's good. It also messed with their armor some, so that's also decent. Yeah, I was about to say, I think Leonora can hit one of the medics, but it's only got a 45% chance to hit. Still, So Leonora actually has Shredding Shot as well as, like, an extra ability, so she can, just, like, do triple the amount of damage to an enemy's armor, which is pretty good, but not, I think, necessary right now. And Burst Fire, which allows you to target enemies within a straight connected line, which is also not super useful right now. But, you know, it's there, so we can use it in the future. Either way, we're going to try and use just a normal ranged attack to get this medic. We got him! So that's 1 medic down. Alright, good job, Leonora. I guess Lenora. I'm so bad at pronouncing names. I'm sorry. But, okay, I'm gonna move Pereira out and closer to where the medic is. There's a 2 shield spot over there. And I'm going to see about doing the same for Omar. I'm going to move him down towards where the 2 shock troopers are. Where there is another 2 shield spot. Okay. End player turn. Okay. Yeah, the troopers got over to Omar. One of them missed, and one of them only did 1 damage and I think like 2 armor. Okay, the medic healed himself for 25, and the other shock trooper over by Pereira has moved. We're gonna follow the medic with Pereira and see about taking him out with a knife shot. Okay. That's one of the medics. All of the medics actually are now fully down. And Pereira's out of moves, and now we're going to move Natalia further up to try and deal with the shock trooper. So she's just gonna shoot him, not quite point blank, but real close. He got 30 damage from that. I'm going to move Lenora up as much as I can over by where Natalia is, but slightly more to the right, so that we can see about getting her to shoot the shock trooper as well. Hopefully it'll hit. Okay, it did. That's the one of the shock troopers down. There's only 2 left. And the only one by them is Omar, so let's see. What's the best thing to do here? Okay, sorry, I'm like thinking. Okay, I'm going to move him. And I'm going to move him out of cover, but he's going to be moved down to one side of one of the shock troopers, and I'm going to have him use Sucker Punch on this one, because it's going to be next to a wall, so it'll probably take twice the amount of damage. There we go. So that's one of the shock troopers down with just a punch. Good job, Omar. And I can actually use dash to move him to a safer spot. So I'm going to move him one over to the left. And yeah, I'm just going to leave him there. So now he has at least one shield of defense there. Okay, he took 12 damage and like 6 shield, but that's fine. Let me see. Can I move Natalia down close enough to hit him? Okay, I'm going to bring Natalia down and she can hit the shock trooper. So, she fully took him out. Okay, so that's fully done. That's a victory. Reload all weapons, back to the map. All right, excellent. Okay, reveal all the items. Ooh, we got another really high rank med kit. That's cool. Oh, wow. And a really nice light armor that does 20 armor, which is great for light armor. This is a level 5 epic rarity light armor with a +1 to reflexes, so that's really cool. And some more supplies, which we don't actually need because we didn't use any. We should have, but like I didn't think Natalia was going to take out that shock trooper in only one shot. I was planning on having Omar like do some repair afterwards, but whoops. Some ammo and also some more car fuel, so we'll take all of that. And we will continue. Alright. So now we're back to the original image where it's the well and all the brick walls around it and everything. And there's a bleeding Nazi soldier that's just leaning against the well and like slowly dying while our characters are surrounding him to like interrogate him or whatever. Your enemies lie defeated in the desert sand. As you search them, you notice that one of the soldiers is still fighting for his life. It is their young leader. German soldier. You will never reach Karga Cerebit. The water of life will belong to the German people alone. The young soldier takes one last, shallow breath, then dies. Interesting. Oh, the Fountain of Youth popped up. It was the only well for miles. Right, so that's a new achievement we just got. That's cool. You stare at each other in confusion. The Germans again! And what did he mean by the water of life? According to legend, Karga Cerebit was surrounded by magnificent irrigated gardens. Could there be some kind of connection that has previously eluded you? We had, like, no idea what this actual thing was. Like, why they were doing any of this. Okay, so we've moved on to the second dot on the big main map. So we are in the second zone out of 3. So we only have 2 left. Super exciting. Alright, a water hole. The image on the left, there's, like, tire tracks on what looks like a desert roadway, and some trees, some bushes and stuff next to a little watering hole, where there are a bunch of rugs that a lot of people are on around the watering hole. There's some camels resting underneath some trees with some, like, boxes next to them. And our guys are right, like, partially in the middle of the road and right next to all the camels and stuff. In the distance, you see the silhouette of the sacred city of Mecca. Infidels are forbidden from entering the city on pain of death, and you maintain a respectful distance. Definitely for the best. Alright, continue. You come across a group of pilgrims resting in the shade of a palm grove at a waterhole. So we can gamble with the option rest, or we can use the ancient languages skill, which we have twice now, again, to speak with the pilgrims. So we're going to use the ancient languages to speak with the pilgrims, just to guarantee we get something out of this. Lenora approaches the pilgrims and quickly strikes up a conversation with them. Smiling in welcome, the men beckon to you to join them. Alright, everyone's moved across. You can see more of the actual watering hole. Lenora just got some experience for doing that, which is cool. But I think she leveled up. Yeah, she did. Okay, but yeah, so your characters move over to the watering hole. You see more of a view of that. There's some more camels, some more people around the watering hole, more trees and stuff. There's even a well right above it and like a little stone block there that has some like writing on it. So they offer you some dried dates and freshly brewed Turkish coffee. In turn, you share several tins of canned food from your provisions. As you eat, Lenora explains, people come from all over the world to take part in the pilgrimage to Mecca. Malayans, Bengalese, and many others are all gathered here. That group seated over there hails from Abyssinia, I think. Lenora, fortunately for us, all travelers enjoy the right to hospitality during the pilgrimage season. After your meal, you clean your weapons before bidding your hosts farewell and continuing your journey. Okay, so health replenished. That's nice. So we don't have to worry about that. Okay, so we're on the new map now. It's not super long. It's actually about the same length as the previous one. I think it's slightly longer. So what I can assume is Mecca, like you can just barely see on the very top left of the screen around where we're starting. Like, it's not accessible, obviously. Like they said, it would be not cool to go over there, but it's there. You can, like, see it in the distance. And there's, like, some rocky areas. It's mostly just, like, straight up desert. There's a bunch of dunes on the right and, like, just some rocks around. So it's not super exciting. But, yeah, we're starting in the top left. There's a route that goes straight to the right and over on the top right with 2 tabs. One is just a question mark, and one is a friend, so we want to go check that out. And there's also another way that's separate from that one that goes down and to the right, which is, it shows like the bottom left of the screen, and then over to the right. The bottom right is where our intended destination is. So in the bottom section, there are 3 tabs, I'd say. Although it's really more along the lines of like 2. One of them is a trader and one of them is a question mark. So, I don't think we necessarily need to go to those, so I'd rather conserve fuel and just go over the top right section. I want to see about getting a better friend than Lenora. Like, she's okay. And I'm gonna give her a new skill. She's leveled up, so before we continue forward, I'm going to give her her new extra ability. Her normal extra skill that she has on level 1 is Shredding Shot, but now we can give her Morale Boost, or Dash. Dash is one that Omar has, which allows her to move 2 tiles away using a bravery point without expending an actual, like, move. And Morale Boost is the target ally will receive a Morale Boost, giving them +5 agility this turn. Which is interesting. It allows her to be more of a support character. And I think agility determines... Yeah, it's like how far away a character can move. So that it'll allow them +5 agility is pretty decent. So it allows them to go pretty far. So I'll give her that. So if she wants to, like, get someone... If I want someone to move really far and they're near Lenora, then I can, like, have her use that on them if she has enough bravery points. So I'll give her that skill. That's her thing done. Okay, so... Yeah, she has medium armor rather than light armor, so she can't use the new one that we got. That's unfortunate, but whatever. Okay, we're at 440, so I'm actually going to, I'm gonna close the game for now to let my computer cool off a little. I'm not, like, leaving. The stream isn't ending, but I'm gonna take a break for, like, 15-20 minutes. I will be back in a little bit. In the meantime, I'm going to get some music playing for you so that you have something to listen to while I'm away. And just like the reminder, I will be returning in a little bit, so I'm gonna hop over to YouTube. Yeah, so we're making progress, man. We're getting there. We're gonna finish this journey eventually. Let me open up Steam to make sure the pathway actually is closing, because I don't know, it's been weird lately. And like, my computer won't have the chance to fully... Yeah, it hasn't fully closed. Alright, actually close the game. Thank you. Okay, great. It's fully closed. Great. Awesome. Alright, anyways. Alright. Where is the thing? Okay, I'm gonna get us some, like, easy, copyright-free music to just leave in the background while I take a quick break. Let's see. Yeah, okay, we can use this one. Skip. Alright. Okay, so I'm gonna leave this music just going in the background. I'm gonna leave, and I will be back in like 15 minutes, maybe 20 minutes. Like, I'll be back at around like 5, you know? So it's 4:40. I'll be back soon. I'm gonna go and, you know, chill out for just a little bit. I'll be back in a bit. I'm gonna put in the chat, stream coming back. Jeez, I cannot spell. Taking a quick break. Be back at about 5 EST. Okay. Alright, yeah. I'll be back in a bit. I'll be back at like 5 around. So I'm gonna mute my mic. I'll see you in a bit. Have fun with just the music. Bye. I'll be back. Don't worry. I'm not actually ending the stream. Goodbye, and I'll be back. Hey! Hi, I'm back. Hello! Sorry, that took slightly longer than intended, but whatever, it's fine, I'm here. Hey, break time is over now, so we're going to go back to playing Pathway. Oh, that's weird. Why is that doing that? No, stop that. Why? Okay, there we go. Oh, just there. Okay. Sorry, I noticed something with the chat. I needed to fix that. Alright, anyways, hi, I'm here. So we're going back to playing Pathway. Let's open it up. See if it does what it's supposed to do. I'm gonna have another lozenge, because my throat kind of hurts. We have another couple of hours, though, so, you know, gotta survive through it. Eventually, my body will just get used to this, and I won't have to worry about it. But for now, I'm not used to talking this much. Cool. The audio's working fine. Great. I won't have to close and then reopen the game. That's nice. Okay. Now we're just waiting for the game to load. Yeah, sorry my break took slightly longer than expected. I actually got a little distracted. I was playing a game on my phone. Sorry. It only added, like, an extra 5 minutes, but because of that, I was, like, scrambling to suddenly, like, oh, no, like, I'm out of time, and I had to run over here. But whatever, it's fine. I said about 5, so it was around 5. Around 5 is, like, 10, 15 minutes around that time, you know? So sorry. Nothing's happening right now. We're just waiting for the loading screen. It's giving my voice a bit of a break. Okay. Okay. We continue. Alright, we're back on the map. Sorry, I have a lozenge in my mouth. It is what it is. Okay, so yeah, before I left, I thought about it, and I figured we're just gonna go over the top section of the map that I mentioned before, instead of the bottom. Because it looks like there's more useful things up there than below. So, I'm just gonna go that way. So, we're going to our next available cylinder, which is only one that is available right now. Oh. Okay. Some oryx antelopes, it says. And the image to the left is our 4 guys right next to our Jeep. And in front of us in our Jeep is some rocks and a little bit of, like, shrubs. And some antelopes, I guess, just chilling out right in front of us. There's, like, 6 of them just hanging. You startle a small herd of Arabian oryx antelopes nibbling at sparse, dried-up bushes. The shy animals flee as soon as they see you. Thoughtfully, you watch the animals as they run. No matter how inhospitable the environment, life always seems to find a way. Sudden Jurassic Park quote, but okay. There are 3 ways to go. One is directly up, one is lower right, and one is directly to the right. And since we want to go the route, like, above and to the right, we really should take the up one or the one directly to the right instead of the lower right. But I think I'm gonna go directly to the right, just to see what's there. Oh. There's just a cactus on the screen. It's a cactus in the middle of desert with us just standing in front of it with our car, wondering why it's there. Somewhere in the desert, as you stop, you look upon a single lonely cactus growing in the desert. Shaking your heads, you continue. Lol. I like that we stopped just to look at a cactus. Okay. We go up now. Alright, somewhere in the desert once again. Oh, okay. So, to the left, there is... It looks like a really wide tent. Like, a very large one that's really more of, like, an awning on the ground. So, it's like there's a couple of sticks in front that are keeping the tent, like, raised, but it's all, like, pulled onto the ground, like, on the edges. So, it's a very long cloth, pretty much. And it's surrounded by a bunch of, like, trees and greenery and stuff, and also a bunch of, like, stacked and, like, well-kept barrels of, like, gas right behind it. And beneath the entire tent is, like, a couple of guys. There's two of them under the tent, and one, like, just in front of it, along, like, some rugs and stuff, so they're, like, on the rugs. And there's a bunch of, like, boxes and things that are around them, and some camels right in front of them, and we're in front of them, like, looking at them. They also have a fireplace right in the middle of where everything is, so this is obviously, like, their camp. Somewhere in the desert, the Black Marketeer could be in league with the rebels. Nomad, we have plenty of gas. Ammunition is what we need. Oh, so we're going to give them bullets in order to get some more gasoline, which we could do with getting, and we can give up some ammunition. We have a full thing of ammo, but we only have 7 fuel, so I'm gonna go with there's 3 options: 6 ammunition for 1 gas, 10 ammunition for 2 gas, or 20 ammunition for 5 gas. I'm gonna get 5 gas. That's what we're gonna do. So we lost 20 ammo, but that's fine. We have 70 now. It's still enough to get what we need, you know, so it's not a big deal. All right, we're going to the next section, which is to the right. Somewhere in the desert, once again, there's tire tracks on the left side of the image. On the right side, there's some trees, shrubs, rocks, and, like, desert and stuff. And also our car and all 4 of our characters just looking at the tire tracks. A huge cloud of dust slowly moves towards you. Confused, you come to a stop. A large convoy of trucks is heading your way. It must be the Germans. You hastily take cover in a nearby depression. The noise of the engines gets louder. After what seems like an eternity, the engine noise fades into the distance, and you breathe a sigh of relief. The Nazis didn't spot you. Okay, cool. Nothing came of that, we continue. Okay, so there's an up way and a down way. There are 2 ways, they both go right, but one is up more and one is down more. I'll go down more. Ooh, this one has a crosshair thing that showed up, so this is gonna be a fight. A temple complex. Okay. So there's a temple archway that leads into desert, so this is like the entrance to the actual area of the temple and stuff, I would assume. With one of those raised stone walkways that leads up to the entrance, as well as some, like, nice looking fancy brickwork on the sides of it that looks like fencing and, like, walls to block off the area. And in front of the entrance, in that, like, deserty area, is, like, a singular brazier with a few, like, brick bits around it. And 3 of our characters, Natalia, Pereira, and Lenora, are at the entrance itself, like, looking around, and Omar is inside already, like, looking around there. The desert wind whistles gently around the walls of an abandoned desert temple. But wait, what's that? Rapid movement along the edge of the wall? You're still trying to work out what's happening when you hear the sound of jackboots behind you. To your horror, you realize you've walked into a German ambush, obviously. Alright, now we can only fight. Great. Awesome. Always happy to fight. Blindsided. Alright. So there are 5 enemies. Ooh, 2 Tesla Borgs. Actually, no. 3 Tesla Borgs. One's a different color, so I thought it was something else. But it's 3 Tesla Borgs. But there are 2 level 4s and 1 level 5. So this is our first level 5 enemy that we're going to be fighting. And then 2 level 4 Nazi troopers. The level 5 Tesla Borg is 41 health and 27 armor, while the level 4s are 37 and 24. And the Nazi troopers are both 64 health. Okay, so let's see. Sorry, I'm like trying to think. Okay, so whoa, this is longer than expected. Okay. So this is I'd say this is actually more along the lines of a 3x3 grid this time. Yeah, so this is a 3x3 map, I'd say. So we are in the like direct middle square. Yeah, we're like right at the left edge of the middle square is where our spawn point is. There is one Nazi trooper right next to our spawn point on the bottom section of it. Our spawn point looks like the shape of like a really thick, boxy, like, person. So it's got like the points of arms, one point of leg, and one head at the very middle at the top. So, and the Nazi trooper is where the right leg would be. I guess, like, if you're facing it, the right leg, but, like, your right leg. Like, if you're facing me, is what I'm trying to say. It's the left part of where we spawn. That's confusing either way. Anyways, moving on. So there's a Nazi trooper there. Top section of the middle left big square is another Nazi trooper, so that's both of them. And so the level 5 Tesla Borg is in the bottom middle, at the very leftmost section of the bottom middle. So it's like about like 6-7 squares away from where we spawn. And the other two Tesla Borgs are above where we spawn, in the top left and middle top, or like top middle sections. And they're about like 10 squares away for one of them, and the other one's more along the lines of the other one, so it's like 7, I'd say. So I'm gonna send Pereira down closer to where the big leveled up Tesla Borg is, as well as the Nazi trooper, to try and get rid of the trooper. So I'm gonna put him there. I'm gonna have Omar be near the top, because there's some walled sections. Pereira got like one shield of cover on one side. And I'm gonna give Omar a spot near the top of the spawn area, right at like the shoulder. The figure I mentioned that has like a walled off section for cover. And I'm gonna put Natalia at the very top where the head would be of this little spawn area, because it gives her 2 wall sections and also puts her in a good space to actually like shoot at people. And I'm going to put Lenora right next to Pereira with another spot that has like 1 shield. I guess if you were going off of the comparison of like the spawn area being shaped like a person, she'd be in the crotch. Which is a bit rude, but you know, that is what it is. Alright, we all have 1 move. So, let's see. I'm going to have Pereira shoot the Nazi trooper just to get rid of him. Okay, he's down. Alright, Lenora. Can she shoot him? Yeah, Lenora is going to take a shot at the Tesla Borg. Okay. That did 27 damage and 10 shield, so that's nice. He is now at 14 health and 17 shield. I'm going to have Omar fix his armor because it's at 4 out of 19, so I want that sorted. And let's see. Natalia can only shoot one of the Tesla Borgs, so I'm going to have her shoot the one that's farthest away, because it's the only one she can reach right now. She missed. Yeah, there was only a 58% chance, so that's fair. Okay, end turn. Ow. Okay, so, right, it takes out your shield more than anything. So the Tesla Borg, the level 5 one shot Pereira, which completely got rid of his shield. and took out 5 of his health. So he's fine, but his shield is definitely, like, gone now. And the other 2 Teslaborgs up top got a bit closer, and so did the bottom one, actually. They've all moved a little bit closer. So did the Nazi trooper, but he did not move very far. Okay, so I think... yeah, Natalia can shoot the top 2 Teslaborgs again, so I'm gonna have her do that. Okay. So she did 29 damage to one and 27 to the other one. So one's got 8, and the other has 10 for their health. I'm gonna have her hunker down, and I'm just going to have her, like, sit there. That way they'll, like, aim for her, and either they will miss, or they won't do too much damage to her, hopefully. Okay, I'm gonna move Omar down to next to where Pereira is. And I'm going to have him fix his armor so that it's back up again. So that's all of Omar's moves down. And then I'm going to send him next to the Teslaborg, and I'm going to see... yeah, we're going to stab him, so that got rid of him. Oh, kills 75 enemies with melee attacks to unlock Shani. We just unlocked a new character. That's cool. Alright, so that's Pereira's moves done. The level 5 Teslaborg is now down, so that's good. I am going to send... yeah, I'm going to send Lenora down and to the left in the hopes that it'll eventually, like, allow her to reach where the other Nazi trooper is. Hopefully he doesn't run up. I'm hoping he will go down, but we'll see. So I'm going to send her away from where the Teslaborgs are and over towards the Nazi trooper. She won't be able to do much of anything else here, so I'm just going to have her... I'll have her reload, because she's far enough away. I don't think the Nazi trooper will shoot her even if it does approach, so... but we'll see if that was a bad idea. Ah, dang. Yeah, she got shot. Got 9 damage and 8 shield gone, but that's fine. And she can only do so much damage to this one. Alright, I had her take a shot. She took 57 health out of that one, so that's good. I'm gonna take her back over to where everyone else is. I'm going to... I'm gonna send Pereira right over to where the Nazi trooper is, and then I'm gonna have him hunker down. Just chill out there. The trooper will probably aim for him. If he doesn't, he'll probably get Lenora, which will suck, but, you know, whatever, it's fine. Okay, so let's... we have a 58% chance to hit either of the Teslaborgs using Natalia, so I'm just going to have Natalia, like, hope that she'll hit one of them if she manages. Great, okay, so she took out one, because their health is really low. She just needs to hit them once. But she actually has to hit them in order for it to work. So she got one of them. That's great. I'm going to have her reload. Omar seems to be able to hit one. At least has the possibility to. So I'm going to send him further over. It's a 65% chance, but if we do hit him, then we can get rid of this Teslaborg. So, alright, great. 29 damage. That's both of the Teslaborgs up top gone. Okay. So, last enemy turn, and it's just the Nazi trooper left. Okay, he went for Pereira, which is what I wanted, and that only took 2 damage to his armor. Great. And now we can send Pereira over to the Nazi trooper, and we don't even have to use our gun. We can just stab him. Alright, excellent. That's that done. Okay, reload all weapons, end the turn. Great, that was that fight finished. Okay. Reveal all items. Oh, we got the worn hydraulic armor again. I'm probably gonna sell it again. It's not, like, of a rarity, so I don't think it's really worth it. We also got $55 for a silken handkerchief. We got a small ammo box, so that's getting our ammo replenished. And 2 things of car fuel. That's great. Okay, I'm going to send that armor to valuables, though. No need to hold on to it. I don't need it. Okay, the next location is actually a place where we can replenish our health. That's good. Lenora was a bit wounded. So, some old huts. There is a well, some like just bricks, like worn down walls and stuff, some trees, a little watering hole, a well, some boxes, and your car, the characters all around the watering hole, and also a fireplace that's like, well, not a fireplace, like a fire pit. So it's a little bit of fire. That's just like right next to the watering hole. And there's a big tent. I don't know if I mentioned the tent. There's a tent there as well that's like over to the right side. An old well stands in the shade of some ruins. You examine it and discover, to your astonishment, that it still holds water. Do you want to set up camp here? Sure, I'll have them all heal up real fast. You use the break to stretch your legs and tend to your cuts and bruises. Finally, you set off again, reinvigorated. Cool. Alright. Okay, next zone. There was only one way to go. It was just to the right. And like slightly down, but mostly just to the right. This one is gonna be a fight. I saw a crosshair thing appear right above it before we reached it. So, the image to the left. It is called a temple, and it looks like a temple. There are a ton of skulls here. There's like 3 piles of skulls. There are very large piles of skulls, and like a few that are just in the walkway. And it's the inside of a temple, so there's a bunch of like stone walls and like brick walls and everything, and there's a stone floor that you're on with like some bits of greenery that are just growing from the cracks. And a big like brazier right in the middle of like this, it's not really a pedestal, but it's like this little almost half wall that has this big stone tablet looking thing right in the middle of it that has like a bunch of symbols and one really big like triangular symbol that supposedly means something interesting. So it's very ominous looking, I guess. All the characters are just around the symbol looking around everything. Between the sand dunes, you come across the outer walls of a temple complex. The entrance is half buried in the sand, but you soon manage to excavate it. You explore the interior of the temple and finally enter the main vault. Unfortunately, you run directly into the guns of a squad of soldiers, who clearly found another way in. Okay, continue. There's a crosshair, so we're gonna immediately get into a fight. Sorry. Okay. So, we are blindsided for the planning phase. I keep biting at my lips, and it's distracting me, so I put on some chapstick to stop myself. Okay, anyways. Ooh, this is a large area here. So this is an inside map, and it's very dark. There's not a lot of light here. It's very big and, like, temple and stuff. I'd say it's a 4 square, you know? Yeah, I'll say it's 4 big squares. So it's, we are in the bottom right square, which is the area I described before. Is just the bottom right square, so it's that entrance of the temple area that we, like, came into. And left bottom square is just a singular extra room with what looks like some sarcophagi in them, and some, like, pillars that are in the same room we are in, but, like, to the left of us, as well as a big brazier and, like, something that is glowing very brightly and looks kind of like a magic circle on the ground. And above that, there's another area with pillars. The pillars just continue straight up for a while. There's a teeny tiny, like, closet-like room that leads to the sarcophagi room that I mentioned before. That's, like, up closer to the top left square. And a staircase that I'm assuming is the other entrance to the temple or whatever. That's right in the, like, top left, over where the pillars finally end. And across from where the pillars end on the top left, it goes to the right into the top right square, which is 2 connected rooms that are of decent size that both have a bunch of sarcophagi in them. Well, no, the rightmost one has a bunch of sarcophagi in, while the one that's to the left, but in the middle of the map really, is just a lot of broken down brickwork and stuff. So there's a very skinny hallway that leads from the main area that you're in. If you go to the right of where we spawn, there's a hallway that leads all the way up to the room with the big sarcophagi and everything, and the middlemost room that's like up in the top right big square is right above where we are. Just there's an entrance to that. So, there's a decent amount of enemies here. There's 7 of them. So we have 2 Nazi troopers, I think. Yeah, so 2 Nazi troopers, both level 4, so 64 health for both of them. 2 snipers, both level 4 again, so 53 health for both of them. 1 shock trooper, level 5, so it's 41 health and 27 armor. And 2 attack dogs. Oh, 1 level 4 attack dog, which is 43 health. And 1 level 5 attack dog, which is 49. So, there's a lot of them really close by, actually. A lot of the enemies are, like, right next to us, except for one of the attack dogs, which is, like, miles away up in the top left. Because we start in the bottom right, so it is like, as far away from us as it can possibly be. The other attack dog is just to the left of us. Like, directly to the left, about, like, 7 squares away. Like, 3 squares away to the left is also, one of the Nazi troopers. Directly to the left again, but in that small, room across from us with a couple of sarcophagi in is one of the snipers. Right above us, like just 1 square in between our spawn point and this guy, is one of the other snipers. And a couple of squares, again, right above us, is the shock trooper. And about, like, 7 squares, about the same distance as that second dog I mentioned, is the other Nazi trooper, again, right above us. So they're very close to us, just right off the bat. Let's see. And we've been blindsided, so I think we get 1 move, but I'm not fully certain. I always forget. Okay. I'm gonna put Pereira in a spot that's, like, the closest to where anyone is. And it's got 2 shields on it, so I'm gonna put him there. Yeah, I think we got 1 move that we're able to use. I'm going to put Omar in a spot that's got a wall on one side that's right below Pereira. I'm gonna put Natalia with a 2 shield spot on the right side of Pereira that's right below the shock trooper. And I'm gonna put Eleonora, or not Eleonora, Lenora. I'm gonna put Lenora in a 1 shield spot in between Pereira and Omar. Okay, yeah, we have 1 move for our turn, so let's see. Natalia can hit both the Nazi trooper and the shock trooper. Well, she can hit both Nazi troopers and the shock trooper, so I'm gonna try and get her to aim for the one that's farther away, and the shock trooper that's, like, right next to us. So I'm going to get those 2. Okay, 51 damage to the Nazi trooper, which brings him down to 13, and a decent amount of damage, I didn't see the number, to the shock trooper. So the shock trooper's down to 14 health and 17 armor. Okay. I'm gonna have Pereira get rid of the sniper that's closest. Oh, but he missed. Damn. He had a 70% chance to hit him, but he missed him. Alright, that's annoying, but okay. I'll have Omar try too. Okay, Omar got rid of the sniper. Good. And Lenora is able to hit both Nazi troopers from where she is. So she's only guaranteed to get rid of the one that's already gotten damaged, so she's going to get that one. That's 1 sniper and 1 Nazi trooper down. So, and the shock trooper has lower health and armor now, but everyone else is still fine on their side. And we're definitely gonna get hit, but it's fine. Okay, end turn. That's all we could do. Okay, 3 damage, 8 armor to Pereira. A miss from the shock trooper to Natalia. And 22 damage and 10 armor from the dog to Pereira again. Okay, so I'm gonna have Omar heal Pereira's armor. And then I'm gonna have Omar get rid of the dog. Okay. So, after that, I'm going to have Pereira go over to a wall spot that's right next to the Nazi trooper. We can't take him out with just a normal knife attack, but we can hit him with the shotgun and get rid of him that way. So that's one of the Nazi troopers down. That's both of them down, actually, so now it's just a sniper, a shock trooper, and a dog. Sounds a little bit funny, but, you know, whatever. Okay, Natalia has to move in order to hit anybody, so I'm going to send Natalia further forward to a wall spot. And I don't think she can shoot anybody else, but she can shoot the shock trooper. Ah, she missed him, though. Alright. We're gonna see if Lenora can get him, maybe? I'm actually gonna move Lenora up to, like, point blank next to the shock trooper. Because I want a guaranteed, like, hit. Okay. So that's the shock trooper down. It's just a sniper and a dog. Alright. So, no more moves. We wait. See what they do. Ow. Okay. Dog didn't hit anybody, but the dog is now just in the middle of everybody. And, Natalia took a hit to her armor. So right now she's got 87 health and 9 armor. I'm going to see about getting Omar to repair her armor. Okay. So now it's at full armor again. I'm going to leave her health alone. It's not too bad. And I'm going to... We need somebody to get rid of the sniper. I can send Lenora forward to get rid of him. With a ranged attack. She can hit him at least. Ah, but it was a miss. Alright. Let's see if we can get Natalia up there, because she can also reach him from around where Lenora is. So she's got a walled spot. Lenora has a singular shield spot, and we can just barely hit him, but it's a 58% chance. Okay, he did 52 health, which means I think he has 1 health left. Which is mildly irritating, but whatever. I'm gonna send Omar forward along with the girls, and I'm going to send Pereira just slightly forward to stab the dog. Or, we can do bleed. Yeah, okay, we're gonna stab and then bleed the dog. Oh, okay, we got enough to get rid of it. I was unsure if it was going to actually kill it, because its health was, like, right at the max that we could get it for. Okay, but the dog is gone now, so all that's left is the sniper, who's on 1 health. Okay. It looks like Pereira can take a shot at the sniper from a position near him, so I'm going to send him over to a walled spot to try and make that shot. Sorry, that was a terrible noise. I, like, breathed wrong. Alright. Reload all weapons. That's the end of that round. Great. Okay. Okay, we got 5 treasures. What did we get? Ooh, we got a new knife. It's an item level 5, and it's a rare one. Cool. I'm going to grab that. It's a butcher's knife, so that's cool. We got an exquisite tortoiseshell cigarette holder, so it's a rarity rare artifact for $145. Another worn silken handkerchief, so that's $50. A worn monocle, that's $70. And a couple things of car fuel. Excellent. Alright. So, let's see. This is better than the knife that we currently have, although it does mean we won't be able to do the shadow event options anymore, which is a little bit unfortunate. Maybe I'll keep it for now, just in case we ever need to do shadow events, but I will switch out his knife when we're about to fight, you know? Because I think you can usually do that kind of thing. I think. Who's to say, really? But, you know, we'll hold on to it for now. But I like him being able to do more event options, especially since it's one that no one else on our team has. So we'll leave it as is. There's a market near us. And we do have another map that we're going to have to go through, so I'm going to stop by the market real fast. It's right below us, and we're going to have to go back up again, or I guess we don't have to. Alright, anyways. A desert oasis. It is a little oasis area, so there's a little body of water, and around it are a bunch of trees and rocks and, like, desert stuff, and right in front of it is a dude with his camel, a bunch of, like, wares and stuff on rugs, and, like, a big box and some barrels that are near him with, like, all of his stuff in it that he's selling. And all of our guys are right in front of him, except for Pereira, who looks like he's going over to say hi to the camel. So that's kind of cute. A man is taking a nap in the shade of the palm trees. When he hears you, he jumps up and points invitingly to his goods. He is a traveling merchant. Okay, now we trade. There's a sulfur pot, which is a good grenade. But, like, I'd rather just pick that up if I can help it. There's a nice level 5 repair kit, so that's cool, but we do have one already, so we're good. Some supplies, which we do need some more of, so I'm going to grab a couple more. And, like, fill us up on supplies just in case. I'm going to get us one small ammo box, so we're at 70, just to be safe, and I'm going to buy us all of the fuel that we can. Actually, no, I'm going to go ahead and get us another ammo box, so we're at 80. I mean, alright, I'll fill us up on ammo. We're at 90, we're at full ammo and full supplies. And 15 fuel, so we're good on that. And we'll sell our valuables, so we have $3,000 now. $3,037. Like, including all of the money we got from selling our valuables. So, there's that. We're done with that. Okay, so there's two ways to get to this tagged location that we've been aiming to go to. I think I'm going to go with the second route, because, like, one route means going back to the spot we were just at, which won't give us anything extra for it. Or we can just go directly to the right from where we are right now to see a new spot, and then go right one more time, and then go up from there to reach that tagged spot that I saw earlier. So I'm going to do that just so we can get more stuff happening in the new zones. Oh god. Sorry. An old well. Okay. Whoa. This is dark and ominous looking. It looks like we're underground. And there's like this big main pillar thing in the center that looks like it's shaped like, not like a religious Jesus cross, you know, where it's got the long, bit at the end. But it is just like a full-on normal cross, like a medical cross almost, where it's like all of the ends are equal distance instead of one being longer than the others. So it's just a normal cross right in the middle, which is all of like the wall in the middle. And it has one torch in the front part of that cross. Across from it is another like pillar-looking thing that has another torch on it, and around the edges of the cross are these water wells, like pits with water in them, that are like super dark and murky looking, honestly. And there's like stone walkway all around all of that. And like bits of kinda sort of vegetation, like growing from the rocks vegetation, and all of our characters are just around. No, wait, these aren't our characters. These are like some soldiers that are around all of the water and everything. There's like 3 of them. Muted voices rise from the depths of the abandoned well. You ready your weapons and decide to investigate. You descend into the depths and sneak up on a group of soldiers wandering through the dank cisterns. Right, yeah, so we're in a well, basically. Okay, so we can ambush them and just fight them right now, or we can leave. I'm going to fight them. Oh wait, there's actually a 4th soldier, I just noticed that. Lol. He was like blending into the wall. He's just like staring into the flame of the torch, not doing anything else. Okay, so we're gonna fight them. As always, we choose violence, because it benefits us the most. Alright, we got an advantage, because we ambushed them. Great. There's a lot of water in here. Okay, so this is a very clear and succinct 4-square one. So we are in the top left square. All of the squares, it's like water around the edges. And then the thing I mentioned before where, like, one of the squares, the bottom right one, is the one I mentioned before in the image. And that's where 3 out of the 5 soldiers we have to fight are. There's another soldier in the bottom left. That's just some stone, like, broken down walls and, like, some pottery and flames and stuff. Or maybe those aren't flames. Those are, like, those flower things that we saw in a previous section. And in the top left where we're spawning, it's where I would assume the opening of the well is, because there's, like, light shining down on it from above. And there's, like, some greenery and, like, what looks like dropped objects down there. And, like, pottery and stuff and random bits of rock and everything. And on the top right is another section of a bunch of, like, big bricks and pottery and stuff that are just chilling out there. And there's one soldier over there. So we have 2 snipers, level 4, so both of them have 53 health, and an officer, level 5, so he's 75 health. That's annoying. And 2 medics, level 4, so 40 health for both of them, and 19 armor for both of them. Okay, so the one on the bottom left square is one of the snipers. The one on the top right is the other sniper, and both of the medics and the officer are in the bottom right. Okay, so that's mildly irritating, but alright. I'm going to send Pereira over to the officer in the top right. I'm going to send Omar down to the bottom left alongside Natalia, and I'm going to send Eleonora to the top right along with Pereira. Okay. So I'm going to send Natalia to a 2 shield square spot in the bottom left, because she can get a double shot on a couple of characters from here. So she can hit the sniper. There's a 58% chance of hitting him, but there is still a chance, and there's a 100% chance of hitting the officer. So she's going to hit him for 50 to 55 for both of them. I think she missed the sniper. Yeah, she missed the sniper, but she did get the officer, so he's down to 20 health. I'm going to send Pereira over, like, just a square away from the other sniper. And he's got a 70% chance of hitting him for 67 to 79. He missed! Ah, that's so annoying. Okay, well, whatever. Alright, Omar's going to go to a 1 shield spot right next to Natalia. And he can't do a lot from where he is, so I'm just going to have him hunker down and, like, prepare for getting hit, I guess. And Lenora is going to head over to where the sniper is, and we're going to see if she can hit him. There isn't a cover spot over there, but I'm going to send her over there anyways. She can do 44 to 60. There's only a 45% chance, but if we do hit him, it could get rid of him. Ah, missed again. Alright. Okay, so... Dang, the sniper's moved and done an ambush. Well, one of the top right one has. The bottom left one just hit Natalia twice because the officer let the bottom left one hit a second time. Ooh, man. One of the medics healed the officer, and the other medic went up to the top right to shoot Lenora again. Lenora has been hit twice. Her health is not doing great. Okay, I'm gonna have Lenora take the hit. Oh god, she's down to 16 health and no armor. So she is messed up right now. Let's see. Okay, I'm going to send Pereira up towards the top right sniper. And shoot him again. Sniper's gone in the top right. Okay, I'm going to have Lenora use low profile since she's already wasted one of her moves. As her second one, I'm going to have her use low profile. And low profile means that the character will receive a guaranteed evade on the next attack. So she's not going to get hit next turn. There's only one person here to hit her, and it's the medic. So the medic will probably try to shoot her, and it will definitely miss. So she'll be fine just for that turn. Now Natalia is like, hurting a bit, but that's fine. It's mostly her shield that's gone, so I'm going to have Omar fix her shield. And then try to shoot the officer, because he will be able to kill him if he hits him, but he's only got a 65% chance. It was a miss. Alright, that's fine. I kind of figured it would be. So I'm going to have Natalia take the risk. It's 58% chance for anybody she tries to aim at from here, so I'm going to have her hit the officer again and the sniper. Okay, great. So she got rid of both of them. So all that's left are the 2 medics. I could have her move, but I don't think there's really, like, a good reason to, so I'm just going to have her reload as her second action, and that's the end of the turn. Okay. Okay. Oh. I got an achievement, I think, for having Lenora evade a previous shot just now. So, like planned, Lenora managed to evade the shot from the medic. I'm gonna have her try and take a shot at him. See if it goes. It missed. That's fine. Pereira's here, and that's what he's here for. Okay, so we're just gonna shotgun down this medic, and hopefully it'll fully kill him. I think that'll be fine. Yeah. Or, actually, I'm going to hit him with a bleed hit from the knife. Yeah, so he's down to 6 health, and hopefully the bleed will be enough to just get him down when the enemy turn starts, because that's when the bleed happens. So hopefully that'll get rid of the top right medic. Okay, and now I'm going to have Omar shot the bottom left medic, and I'm going to have Natalia shoot that medic too, and that's him done. Okay, so now it's just the top right medic, who hopefully will be taken down with bleed, but we'll see. There we go. Yeah, 10 damage from the bleed, so that's everyone down. Alright, great. Reload all weapons, back to the map. No one died. Lenora did get really messed up, though. Her health is very low, which is not great, but whatever. Okay. 4 treasure boxes. We got a Bowie knife, but it is a common rarity, so we're just going to put it in valuables immediately. We don't care about it. And we got 1 thing of supplies, which is good because we used a couple of them. We got $20 from a rusty can opener and $70 from a leather wallet. Alright, so that's that. Alright. I could have given this knife to Pereira before we started the fight. I'm just going to end up forgetting. I'm going to put the knife in his inventory right now, is what I've decided. Just because otherwise I will forget. It's fine. Although the damage is pretty decent for this one anyways. No, I'm gonna leave him with the one that he's got. Someone else can get that knife. I think. Like, that's just what it's going to end up being. Alright, we're moving to the right. There's an area to the right. That's where we're going. Somewhere in the desert. It looks like there's just a well and nothing else around. Not far from the road, you see an old water cistern. It is completely dried up. Alright. Well, that is that. Lol. Sorry. Okay, now we're gonna go up and slightly to the left where that tagged area is that I saw before. Oh, a military camp. Okay, yeah, it looks like a military camp. There's a big, like, concrete building with some sandbags as a wall and, like, a bunch of, like, gas barrels, and there's a jeep and also a tank. And a big, like, antenna on top of the big building. There's a couple soldiers. There's, like, 3 of them and also a dog. And everything's covered in, like, the skull symbol that's supposed to represent the German soldiers. You peer carefully over the ridge of the dune. A large unit of German troops are camped just beneath you. They have secured their camp with sandbags and are patrolling the grounds. Further back, you can see military jeeps and stockpiles. You look at each other. This won't be easy. Ooh. Okay. I'm so glad we kept the knife on Pereira, because there is literally a shadow event option right now. So there are 3 options that we have. So we can get in a fight, we can attack them, or we can use the shadow event option to search enemy fuel dump. So we can go and get fuel, like, with the shadow skill. So I'm gonna go and do that. Pereira is now sneaking away from where, like, the 3 characters were just in front of the entrance. He went off screen and now he's returned. This is another frame, by the way, of the image, so it's like the entrance of the place. There's like a roadblock that just says halt with like an exclamation mark on it, and like some brick stuff that's like fallen buildings or whatever, and a little obelisk pillar thing right next to like some trees and everything that's right by the entrance. And we're hidden behind that, and like behind the entrance are a bunch of sandbags and like a couple of soldiers guarding the place. Pereira creeps carefully past the guard post and makes it to the fuel dump. After some time, he returns, heavily laden with stolen jerry cans. Miraculously, he makes it through the enemy lines without raising an alarm. You perform a silent jig of happiness. Great, so we just stole a bunch of fuel. That's awesome. Yeah, we got 3 car fuel out of that. We have now filled up our supplies because there were 3 antique supplies there. And we filled up our ammo because there was a small ammo box there. So we've got 89 ammo, 10 supplies, and 15 fuel. Great, that was awesome. Alright, so we're done with here. That was a nice little stop just to grab some resources. Cool, so we're going to head directly to the right from where we are. There are 3 spots there, and we're going to head 3 spots over to the 3rd spot, which is a friend. So we're going to see if we can replace Lenora, if we want to replace her with whoever we find there. Okay, 2 travelers is this one, and it's 2 people next to a little ramshackle tent with some rugs inside of the tent and a couple of camels next to it. There's a fireplace right in front of the tent and like some, there's a pot next to the camels and stuff that I'm assuming is holding like some kind of supplies, and it's all next to this little rocky area, like some black rocks that are in the middle of the desert area. And we're greeting one of the guys right next to the camp over here. Like our guys are in the bottom right where it's just desert. At a camel dung campfire, you meet 2 unlikely companions. The smaller of the 2 is richly dressed. His companion appears to be, I'm going to struggle to say this, an Aghil fighter, a Bedouin warrior from the Iraqi borderland. You wonder what he is doing so far west, but the 2 men are not eager to talk about themselves. All they will say is that they are on their way to Medina. Interesting. Well, that was just a little bit of flavor text, some stuff happening in the middle of the desert. We're going to ignore that. Alright, we've gone over to the next spot. Somewhere in the desert, once again. It's, it's a military jeep. It's another German soldier jeep with a soldier right next to it and a dog next to him. And, like, they're in this area in the desert. There's a few trees and, like, a little bit of, like, stone wall there, as well as some stuff like a box and a barrel and a chair right next to the stone wall area that's by the jeep. What looked like a large boulder from a distance turns out to be a Wehrmacht jeep with a lone soldier tinkering at its engine. You see him jump at the sound of your engine, but then he relaxes when he sees you. Deserter. You wouldn't hurt a harmless deserter, would you? I'll be gone as soon as I fix this engine. Okay, so we have 3 options. We can have a careful conversation, which probably won't do anything, because it doesn't even have a gamble option. It's probably just going to let you leave. And an intimidation event option, which means you coerce him. And a 3rd one, which is an engineer option, which allows you to inspect the engine. So I'm going to inspect the engine and see about helping this guy out, just because, like, he's not trying to threaten me, and, like, I don't know. No reason not to. Okay, Omar's taking over the inspecting thing. Omar bends over the hood. The spark plugs have come loose. The man thanks you profusely. Before setting off, he tells you about a secret Wehrmacht supply camp not far from here. You follow his instructions and soon reach some rocks. Okay, and we continue. Okay, cool. Alright, the image has changed. It's now this big rocky outcrop with a little, the supplies and stuff. There's just some crates and stuff and some barrels and everything. Right next to it is a snake. And in front of that is a bunch of greenery and our characters. You soon find the crevice in the rocks that the deserter described. The supply crates are there, but unfortunately, several cobras have also made their nest there. Yeah, only one is visible, but I could totally believe that there are more there. So you can take a gamble and drive off the snakes, or you can continue on your journey, or you can use the survivalist event of assessing the area, because Pereira has the survivalist ability. So we're going to do that. Assess the area. Oh, the snake is now gone. Pereira moved forward, and the snake just teleported away. Pereira makes an improvised torch out of a nearby stick and a handful of dry grass, before carefully approaching the snake's nest. The animals slither away reluctantly. You can now get to the crates. Cool. Alright, 3 treasures. What have we got? We got a level 5 assault rifle. That's cool. take that. Some more supplies, which we don't need, and a medium ammo box, which just gets us to full, so that gave us like 1 extra ammo, so that's nice. Let's see, do we want this assault rifle? Is it good? It's not as good as the one that Lenora has, but it's probably better than some of the other characters have, so I'll hold on to it for now. Alright, we're gonna move to the right. Last one, we've finally reached a new friend. Let's see who's here. Okay, sorry. Somewhere in the desert. The image is a watering hole with some greenery around it and some rocks around it, and in the midst of all of that is a fallen parachute that looks a bit banged up that's just like on the ground. And a person there, our new recruit possibly, as well as all of our characters going over and like greeting her. From afar, you see a bulky, colorful silhouette flapping in the desert wind. What is it? A tent? A sail? As you approach, you realize it's a parachute. Next to it, you see Annabelle sitting comfortably on the crest of a dune. When she sees you, she gets up and walks slowly towards you. Annabelle. This desert sun is terrible for the plane. I was looking for you, but the engine overheated. Fortunately, I never fly without my parachute. It's a habit that has saved my skin on more than one occasion. So what do you think? Could you use an extra hand? Okay, so we'll look at her recruiting thing. She costs $500, so she carries a grenade and a pistol. Yeah, so she has the pistol skill, and her crit strength is increased with it. She has medium armor as well, and the grenade skill, and she has intimidation. So that does give her a new event option that we don't get from having Lenora on our team. So I think we're going to switch over to having Annabelle with us, just so that we have another event possibility. So, and it means we also get someone who throws grenades, which is nice. So we're going to recruit Annabelle. We will dismiss Lenora. So, okay, so now we have her. That's cool. I do wish that she was the one holding one of the better grenades, but whatever. She still has a decent one. It's at least not level 1. And we can replace her pistol. I don't know if we necessarily want to, because hers is a level 3 pistol right now. And the other one we have available, it has less armor shredding, but it does better damage. And it has a better range. It does less crit damage, but it also has plus 5% damage and plus 1 dexterity. So I think I'm going to replace her current one with that one. And probably just get rid of the one that she had before. I'm actually going to get rid of this assault rifle too, because it's not even shiny. I'm just going to get rid of it. No point in it. Alright, so now we have a new friend. Annabelle's here. Okay. So now our only way to go is down. We are getting very close to the end of this section of the map, which is cool. Alright, so we go directly down. A desert bunker. Okay. Oof, yeah. So the image to the left is a bunch of rocks and shrubbery, and amongst all of that is this bunker entrance. It's like black and red, and it just has a ladder that leads down, and it's open. And beside it is a stick with some heads stuck to it, and also some bloody heads. They're fresh, just scattered around the various areas, like amongst the greenery and on the floor and the sand nearby. And our characters are just looking at everything, being like, what the hell is this? The bunker is a scene of a desperate struggle. The narrow passageways are choked with the bodies of soldiers. They must have trampled each other in a stampede to escape their fate. None of them made it. Okay, I think we're going into the bunker. The screen went black. Yeah, okay, we're inside now. So there's a bunch of like pillars with the German soldier flag on it. There's a symbol for the German soldiers on the floor in this like hallway. There's a bunch of like tables with technology on them, like buttons and glowy things. And some clocks above those. And a bunch of like blood, skulls. There's a cultist and also a few zombies. There's 2 cultists and a few zombies just chilling out. Inside the bunker, you cautiously sneak up on the creatures that wrought this carnage. A large group of them are sniffing excitedly at the soldiers' remains. They do not seem to have noticed you. Oh, excellent. Yes, wipe them out is the option there. So yes, let's wipe them out. Let's take them out. Immediately fight. Yes, yes, yes. So it seems like we're going to be able to ambush them. That's great. Okay, advantage. Awesome. So we have a full move. So this is... Ooh, this is a relatively decently sized one. But I think it's a 4 square one. Yeah. So I will say this is a 4 square. Our spawn area is in between both the top left and top right square. So it's right in the middle of it. And below that, in the bottom left and bottom right square, are all of our opponents. And we have 8 of them, actually. So we have 2 infected, which, okay, so no, we have 3 infected. 1 is a level 5 and 2 are level 4. So I'm going to explain because we haven't, since I've started really getting into explaining what's happening, we haven't gotten into what the, zombies are like. So allow me to explain. The infected will spit at you. They spit acid, and it hurts a lot. So they hit from far away, and when they die, they explode, so you can't be right next to them when they die. Otherwise, you'll get hit, and that sucks. So alongside them, we have 3 cultists. We have 3 level 4 cultists. By the way, the infected have 59 health for the level 5 and 53 for the level 4s. The cultists all have 58 health because they're all level 4. And no armor for any of them. And the cultists are also distance fighters. So they will run away from you when you get really close. But they will throw knives at you, which hurt. And they also throw bombs at you, which explode in a pretty wide area. So if you're near another person, you're both going to get hit. And the spore bearer will spit these spores at you that don't really hurt, but they do stick you in place so you cannot move once they hit you. And it's a level 4 spore bearer. They cannot move. Spore bearers are stuck to a stick somewhere in the field, and they cannot be moved anywhere. So they're just stuck there like you will be if they hit you. And if you get rid of all of the zombies, I think specifically, then they will die alongside them, because they're only supported by the zombies being alive. So it has 51 health. It's a level 4 spore bearer. And last one is a level 5 high priestess, which is a little scary. High priestess hit really hard. They throw fireballs at you, and it sucks. Also, they can revive characters, which is also unfortunate. I think they can just revive them as zombies. I think they can only revive zombies, maybe, but I'm not sure. Either way, they do hit really hard. It sucks a lot, and they do, fly and, go pretty far when they move, so they're, the worst ones. So we're gonna try and, get rid of the high priestess as soon as possible. But, we just have to work with what we got. Okay, so figuring out where everything is. So there is one cultist in the, bottom left square alongside one of the infected. And everyone else is in the bottom right. So in the bottom right square is the spore bearer. And both cultists, and I can see one of the infected. So, in this bottom right square, in the bottom left, the infected and the cultist are both, at the very top of that square. And in the bottom right, there is one infected at the very top of the right square. The spore bearer is at the top, but on the left side, while the infected is on the right side. The high priestess is right in the middle of the bottom right square. And both of the cultists and the last infected are in the very bottom and in the leftmost section of the bottom right square. So that's where everybody is. And we're spawning, right above all of that. So, and we have a decent amount of moves. So I'm going to get everyone as close as possible, is what's going to happen here. So I put them right at the very edge of our spawn area so that I can get everyone real close. I'm going to have Pereira go forward and try to get rid of the spore bearer, just so that we don't have to deal with anybody getting stuck. So, can we get rid of it with the knife? Probably not, no. But we can use our ranged attack, so I'm gonna have Pereira shoot the spore bearer just to get rid of it. Okay, that's the spore bearer gone, so we don't have to worry about that now. That's nice. Omar can't hit anybody from down there, but Omar can hit one of the infected if I send him forward some. So I'm going to send him to a spot that has a wall, next shield, and a shield for it. And we're going to hit this infected for enough damage to completely get rid of it. So that's one of the infected gone. Yeah, it just blew up, so you gotta stay away from them. They're a bit scary. So that's one spore bearer and one infected gone. And we're going to send Natalia over to a spot with a wall defense. So that's good. And she can hit both the high priestess and the other infected over here. Well, one of the other infected. So I'm going to have her hit them. Oh man, she didn't quite get rid of them, but that's okay. Okay, and I'm gonna send Annabelle over to a section that's below Natalia and next to Pereira that gives her 1 wall and 1 shield. Although if I send her further down, then she can hit one of the cultists. But she won't have as good cover. Okay, actually, I'm gonna send her into a spot that only has 1 shield. Because from here... Oh, she has a different ability. Headshot. If attack is successful, the target will be killed instantly. You may only target already injured enemies with this ability. That's pretty cool. So it's like a guaranteed kill either way. Okay, so with the damage that she's dealing, there's no, like, guarantee that she's going to kill the High Priestess, though. I might use Headshot to get rid of the High Priestess. Actually, no, wait. Okay, so we're gonna use Double Shot, and we're gonna get, like, the barrel next to the High Priestess and hope that that does enough damage to get rid of it. And then hit the Infected as well, because it'll at least get rid of the Infected. Ah, it barely did anything. We would have been better off shooting it. I never know how much damage the barrels are going to do to characters, I swear. Alright, whatever. End turn. This is probably going to hurt, but it's fine. Okay. Oh, that hurt a lot. Ow. Okay. Oh my god. Okay, that was really scary, actually. Pereira almost got fully taken out. Okay, that's spooky. Alright, Omar, can you come down here and, like, help? I need Omar to come down and get the shield fixed on Pereira immediately. I also need Natalia to come down and help Pereira immediately, because he needs health. He's dying, literally. Okay, fixed. Sorted. Great. We're gonna get rid of this infected using Pereira's shot. Get rid of that. Just go away. I'm gonna have him hunker down because I really don't want him to die. Natalia can do nothing else on this turn, which is unfortunate, but that's okay. We have enough to get rid of the High Priestess now using Annabelle, so I'm going to have her take care of that. It's that, or I can have Annabelle move away and try to get rid of the cultist, but I would really like to not worry about the High Priestess, so... Oh, she missed! Annabelle, no! Oh, jeez. Okay, well, I'm gonna have her just reload. Alright. Hopefully nobody dies in the interim. Ow. Everyone's just getting knives thrown at them. Oh my god, that did so much damage. Natalia's almost dead now. Jeez. Okay. Let's use the med kit. Alright, fixed. And now, no, not reload. Ah, shoot. I didn't mean to use that. That was my bad. I accidentally had Omar reload. I meant for him to just use the repair kit on Natalia. Whatever. Okay. Natalia has double shot. I'm going to have her hit both of the cultists that we can see down below. She hit one of them, so that's good. Alright, I'm gonna send Pereira directly below to get rid of the cultist that's gotten hit. I'm gonna stab him. That'll fully get rid of him. Okay, and I'm going to actually have Annabelle throw a grenade at the High Priestess just to make sure it actually hits. So that's the High Priestess gone. And I'm gonna send her a little bit further to the left to a spot that has 2 walls. So that'll be more defended. Okay, this round was a bit more challenging. Oh god, they're all close together, so now they can get hit by the bombs from the cultists. That hurt. Everyone's armor is all messed up. Okay. We only have like 5 supplies. This has cost us so much. Okay, I'm going to try and hit this cultist with just a shot from Annabelle. That worked. Great. That's great. I'm going to have her take low profile because I don't know if we can get rid of that cultist in time. Actually, there's a possibility that we can at least shoot both of them with Natalia's shot. It was a miss on the one that's already damaged, which is unfortunate. But it did hit the other one, so now they're both just on low health. I'm gonna have her reload because she doesn't have any more ammo. I'm going to have Pereira head over and stab the cultist and the bottom that has low health. I really want to, like, help out Omar, who has really low health now. He only has 37 out of 100, but I also really just need to get rid of this cultist and finish the fight. So I'm going to have him go over and actually just use Sucker Punch. Because there was a wall nearby, so that was like 50 health. So that's that fight done. That was rough. Yeah, the cultists are like the hardest ones to fight, I swear. Them and the infected are like a serious challenge. Okay, reveal all the items. Ooh, we got a better bomb. Great. Okay, we needed that. So we have a sulfur pot for a better grenade spot for Annabelle, so that's nice. We have a damaged cedar casket for $65. We have a tarnished bronze sacrificial bowl for $105. We have a stained diary for $10. And we have a wax doll for $30. Cool. Alright, so that's that taken care of. So let's give Annabelle the better grenade. Bonk. There we go. Yeah, it is much better. It does 30 to 51 damage, so definitely way better than the previous one. I'm going to get rid of the previous bomb, because it's okay, but we don't really need it. Man, everyone's really messed up, actually. The only one who isn't is Pereira. Okay. We're very close to the end. We've only got a few more slots left, like, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. I'm going to go in a route that takes 6 more cylinders to reach the actual endpoint. We got like 11 fuel, so we can definitely make it. But yeah, so we're gonna start heading down that route in order to get out of here. And once we finish the map, I think I'm gonna call the stream, but it'll take a second, but we're getting there. We're almost there. So this will be the second zone finished. Okay, an abandoned temple. It is, as it says, this one's pretty interesting. It's a fancy brickwork temple that's like all yellow sandstone and everything. But there are actually 2 red obelisks like right at the entrance, which are pretty cool looking, along with little gray stone tablets that are like right in front of them. And some tire tracks that lead outside of the entrance to the temple. The temple looks like it goes down, like there's stairs. And our characters are just right at the entrance. You see a lot of tire tracks in the sand in front of the lonely desert temple, so you enter carefully and with weapons drawn. Your prudence pays off. In a temple chamber, you take a lone sentry by surprise. You quickly disarm him. Okay, so this is... Oh man, it is a good thing we got Annabelle, because there is a gamble option of interrogate the soldier, but there is also an intimidation event option, which is intimidate the man. That's awesome. That's excellent. We're gonna use the intimidation event. Annabelle leans down menacingly, face to face with the soldier. All alone out here, surrounded by your enemies. I would be worried if I were you. The man caves in. Great. Okay, by the way, the image has changed. We are inside the temple. There's like an altar with a bunch of like skulls around it and this little thing in the middle. It's circular and looks a bit like a bowl. I can't really tell. There's a couple of like obelisks right but next to the altar and some braziers attached to the wall behind the altar and like some other brick walls and stuff. And our characters are right in front of the soldier. It's like right in front of the altar. Oh, the soldier moved forward towards the altar and then, like, did something. Like, he kneeled down and did something, and then the wall behind the altar opened up, revealing a staircase that leads into darkness. Guard. We sent a squad into the burial chamber, but something must have gone wrong. Spare me, and I'll show you the secret entrance. Without waiting for your answer, the soldier starts pawing at the altar. Suddenly, a hidden stone door opens in the wall. A steep staircase leads into the depths. Oh man, this is just a gamble. You can't get any other option. It's just descend into grave vaults. Okay, I don't know what could happen, so I'm just going to go with it. We'll see what happens. Gamble, we're going into the vault. We tied up the sentry on our way, and now everyone's heading over to the entrance, and now it's gone black, so we'll see where we are. Oh, wow. we went further in, and it is a place that is filled with skulls. It's all just skulls and blood and, like, some corpses of the soldiers that I can assume came down here that he mentioned before. There's, like, skulls on sticks. There's a big altar in the center with what looks like a statue with eyes and a bowl with a skull in it. So this is interesting. Oof. You leave the man bound and gagged and start your descent. After a while, you reach the burial chamber where a gruesome scene awaits you. The corpses of a squad of German soldiers lie scattered around a sarcophagus. Their dislocated limbs are twisted into impossible positions. Okay, so that's not an altar in the center, that's a sarcophagus. I forgot to mention there's an altar, I thought, in the center of it that has the bowl and the statue thing that looks like a statue at least. On top of it, it's apparently a sarcophagus. Interesting. Cool. Well, this is unfortunate because, as usual, there is a thing. Forbidden Lore and Sixth Sense are always ones that keep popping up in events, and I never have someone that has either of those. So this one is Forbidden Lore, and it's just think hard, and we don't have anybody with that, so we can't use that one. So instead, we just have look around the room. While you're wondering what all this means, to your horror, the dead suddenly start to move. With dismal groans, they start to shuffle towards you like grisly puppets. Okay, zombies. Oh. Oh, cool. There was a tiny little light show. Like, it looked like a bunch of, like, light snakes, but I know there's just supposed to be, like, swirly green lights, and everything glowed red a little bit, and then the bodies changed into zombies. Okay, so now we are in the location, and it's actually just a 2-square. So we're in the right square, and it's just skulls. There's a million skulls in this room. They're all over the place. It's piles and piles of skulls. And the thing I described before of, like, the area, there's walls covered in skulls. There's just skulls everywhere. They're all over the place. So above our spawn area, the spawn area is where it showed in the image from before. So there's some guys to the left of our spawn area, to the bottom of our spawn area, and to the top of our spawn area. And there are 8 things we have to fight again. So there are 3 infected, 1 level 5, and 2 level 4s. There are 3 cultists, all level 4s. There's 1 spore bearer, level 5, and another high priestess, level 4 this time. Okay, so it's very similar to what we were just dealing with a second ago, so we'll just have to try our best to deal with it better this time. So below us is 1 cultist and 1 infected. There is, to the left of us, there is 2 infected, I think, and above us are the 2 other cultists and the high priestess. Okay. We're gonna aim for the cultist and the high priestess as soon as we can. So I'm going to send them up. I'll just put everyone down. Ooh, I'm gonna put Omar as far away as possible with Natalia right next to him because I really need him to be, like, healed and get his armor up again. I'm gonna have Annabelle be next to Pereira. Okay, so we have 1 move to do everything. So, let's see. Pereira cannot hit anybody from where he is currently. I think Annabelle can, though. Yeah, Annabelle can hit the 1 infected in front of them. Or she can throw a grenade, which can only hit... Which, one of the grenades can actually hit the cultist that's above us. So I think we'll actually do that. So that hit him for 42 damage. That's good. And I'm going to have Pereira use Warning Shot over where the infected is, so if it moves forward, it'll stop it. Okay, and I have to use this turn to get Omar to fix his stuff. Like, he's really damaged. He's gonna die if I don't. So I fixed his armor, and I had Natalia use her turn to get his health back up. Okay, so we just have to hope that no one dies in the process of getting through this next turn. Okay, so enemy turn. See how this goes. Okay, we stopped one of the infected from moving. Oh, but he still, like, hit Annabelle, but he missed. Ooh, that was a proper hit to Annabelle. That was 2 proper hits to Annabelle. Ah, she fainted. Oh my god, so much is happening. Everyone's getting hit. This is a dangerous location. Okay. Annabelle is KO'd. We can't get her back up. She's probably gonna die. We're gonna lose her. I can't do anything about this. She's only got 2 turns before she's fully dead. So Annabelle's gonna die here. This is unfortunate, but it is what it is. It happens sometimes. We really need to deal with this. Okay, I'm going to have Natalia use her medkit on herself because it needs to happen. Oh, she can revive people? Oh my god, I'm so dumb. I didn't know that you could use that to revive people, but Natalia was dying anyways. I can't get rid of Natalia. It's fine if Annabelle dies. Okay, anyways. We're gonna get that cultist that got damaged from before, and we're gonna get the other cultist because it's really hazardous to let those ones still be alive. So that's 1 cultist out, and we could really do with getting rid of the level 5 infected, so Pereira's gonna take care of him. And reload, because we're probably gonna get a lot of hits in anyways. I'm going to have Omar repair Natalia's armor. And he can't hit anybody from where he is right now, but I can have him hunker down at least. Okay, and then we're gonna end the turn. Man, I don't know if we're gonna be able to, like, survive this. This is rough. Oh, man. Okay, yeah, it was definitely worth it to get Natalia, like, back up on health. She would have definitely died otherwise. Okay, I'm gonna have Omar use first aid on Natalia to really, like, make sure she keeps alive, and we're gonna have him shoot the other cultist that's nearby, just to get rid of him. Okay, Natalia can take 2 shots, so we can hit one of the infected and one of the cultists. Oh, or we can get the cultist and the high priestess. We can try, at least. Okay, I think we successfully got hits on both of them. Okay, great. That's awesome. I'm going to... Oh, God. I'm going to have her concentrate so that she can get another bravery point back. And I'm going to have... We can get rid of one of the infected using Pereira's shot. Alright, and then we're going to have him hunker down. Hopefully that'll keep him alive. He's running low. He doesn't have any armor and his health is a bit low. Oh, God. Oh, there goes Annabelle. Sorry, Annabelle. Annabelle's fully dead. Natalia is like a step away from death. She has like 13 health left. Okay, she only hits so much. She can hit 2 of them from where she is. If I have her concentrate once, then she can have a double shot. So she can hit the infected and the high priestess, or at least try. Okay, that's both of them out. Okay, great, fantastic. Okay, I'm gonna have Pereira move down to go and, like, get rid of this last cultist. Oh my god, that was so hazardous. We lost somebody. That's the first death that we've had. Alright, reload all weapons, back to the map. That one was stressful. Man, those cultists, man, they hurt so much. And the infected, too. Rough times. Alright, that gave us 5 treasures, so we got a new knife. That's okay. We got some more supplies, which is good, because we were out after that. We got a tarnished copper clasp, which is $45. We got some petroleum, which can be used as car fuel, apparently. So says the flavor text. So that's 2 more fuel, and a bag of incense, which is $20. Okay, done. Man, I can't believe it. We lost Annabelle. We just got her. Ah, that sucks. Oh well, whatever. There's a new recruitment option right below us, though, so we can get another friend. Okay, so we're gonna have to go down and do that. Man, everyone is so messed up. We really need to stop by, like, we need to see a tinkering guy to, like, fix all of our armor, or we at least need to go and get somewhere that we can, like, get more health again. Alright, but we're gonna go straight down on the route that we planned. We're gonna find a friend here. An excavation. Ooh, okay, I know who this is. So, this place is, like, a very serious, like, excavation site. There's one of those excavation holes that has all the strings in it. There's another one that has, like, No strings, but like just stuff in it, like a skull and like some pottery bits probably. There's a bunch of pottery around on like tables and around tables with some chairs and stuff. There's a tent. There's a bunch of like brickwork that looks like old, like rundown buildings and everything. And like some stuff like a ladder and like a put out fire pit and stuff like that. Just a bunch of supplies and everything, like books and boxes and stuff. It's very like busy. There's a lot of stuff here. And there's our new friend that's over by the tent and our 3 characters that are facing him. You pause. What is that strange sound? It sounds like a soft hammering echoing across the rocky wasteland. Curious, you follow the sound and soon come across an old temple ruin. Only the foundation walls remain. You see a makeshift camp that someone has pitched next to a small excavation site. Standing in a pit, you see Viduti. I hope that's how you say his name. I don't know. Tapping on the wall with a hammer, you can barely believe your eyes. When he sees you, Viduti's face lights up. What a coincidence! Nomads told me that about these ruins. They were kind enough to bring me here. I've been digging for 3 days now, but frankly, I don't think I'm going to find anything here. If I know you, you're probably up to your neck in trouble again. Do you need help? Yes, we do. We just lost our previous member. So he's got a med kit slot and also a sniper rifle slot and light armor, which I think we actually have a really nice light armor that we could give. So he's an exorcist as one of his skill perks. So he has 15% damage versus the undead, which would have been very useful for the previous 2 fights that we just got in. But whatever. And Sixth Sense as his event options. So that's great. That's awesome. We never have that one. So I will take him. He costs 500, but that's fine. Okay, I can give you a better health thing. So here, Viduti, take this. Bonk. Better health. Let's get rid of the thing that you had before for your health stuff. And we can give you much better armor with a +1 to reflexes and everything. Okay, and we can get rid of your previous one because it's trash. Alright. Excellent. We can't give you a better sniper rifle right now, though, so that's just how it's gonna have to be. Okay, so now we're gonna continue on our route. There's 2 marked off locations in front of us. I'm a little scared because everyone's real low on health and we're low on supplies. We only have 1, and like everyone's armor is all messed up. So, except for our new friends. So this is gonna be a bit spooky, but we gotta keep going. We can't just stop. Alright. We're almost at the end. An old caravansary, my bad. Okay, there's a few buildings. This looks like one of the village settings, so there's a lot of grass. There's, like, some pathways that are made of, like, bricks in the ground, as well as just, like, dirt pathways. There's a couple of buildings nearby. There's a goat on one of the buildings, and there's a tent at the bottom in between some of the buildings, some crates and barrels, a fire pit with some chairs around it, and right above the fire pit with the chairs around it are 3 soldiers and a dog, and below it are our 4 characters. The village looks run down and deserted. You see a small plume of smoke rising from the courtyard of a caravansary. You decide to investigate, and run straight into a unit of German soldiers who have set up camp here. Interesting. So there's there's 3 things that we can choose from. There's an immediately, like, start a fight by drawing your weapons. There's a second one that's a trickster event, which is called Stay Calm. And a third one, which is the brute event, which is Are You Are Looking for Trouble, which I think is hilarious that is, like, one of the only possible spelling mistakes in the game that I found so far. But whatever. I'm going to pick the brute option, because I love those options. And we always like picking event options. So, with speed that surprises you all, Omar attacks 2 of the soldiers, cracking their heads together. You use the element of surprise and open fire. Okay. So, there's an animation of Omar going forward and just doing, like, a slapping motion, and 2 of the soldiers just go down. Alright, we got an advantage. This place is large. There's only 4 guys we have to fight, though, so that's good. So this is like a really big, like, village map and everything. So there's a bunch of, like, huts and stuff with a bunch of, like, greenery, actually, for once. And I could explain the entirety of all of the squares and stuff. There's a lot of nice things, like goats that are just wandering around and like chewing stuff and hiding in random crevices and stuff. But this is a very small, close-knit fight, so I'm just going to explain the immediate area because I'm pretty sure everyone's over there. Yeah. So our little spawn area is right where the image that was shown before was. So like the little place in between all of the huts and everything, that's like a little inner garden space with the fire pit and all that. So on the right side of that, there are directly to the right, like barely like 5 squares away from the spawn point, are all 3 of the humans that we have to fight. So there's a Nazi trooper level 5, so he's got 72 health and no armor, and a sniper level 4, who is just 53 health and no armor, and a shock trooper level 4, which is 37 health and 24 armor. And then on the left side is a single attack dog level 4, which is 43 health. So we are going to... I'm going to send Pereira over to where I know the attack dog is, so that he can just stab it and take it out. He's probably going to be fine. I'm going to trust that Pereira's not going to die in the process of doing this. So I'm going to send Omar over towards the sniper. I'm going to have Natalia take a nice defended spot, because she is really scarily low on health. And I'm going to have Viduti take more of the front next to Omar. Okay, so full on turn. So I'm going to send Pereira over towards the dog as close as possible next to a walled spot, and I'm going to have him hunker down. So he's just going to take less damage. The dog's going to bite him. It's fine. Okay, and now, who can Natalia hit? I need her to use her medkit on herself, though. Like, first and foremost, it has to happen. And then she can get a double shot in. There is an explosion thing right next to the sniper, which has a 100% hit chance. And it is 3 barrels rather than just 1, like it normally is. So it's probably going to have a bigger explosion, I'm assuming. So I'm just going to trust that that'll be enough to at least do something to the sniper, rather than risk the 58% chance of actually hitting the sniper. Or I could hit the sniper twice, once with the barrels and one with my gun. Will that work? I'm gonna try it. I think we missed with the shot, but we still got him with the barrels, so that was fine. Okay, so let me see what I can do with Viduti. Who has ambush, actually. It lets you place a conical area to observe. The first enemy trying to move or attack in this area will be interrupted and trigger a counterattack from your character, which is cool. And also, resuscitate, revive a downed ally and restore 10 HP. Does not require or consume supplies. That's so useful. Oh man, that's very useful. If someone goes down, we can at least bring them back. Okay, so this is going to do no damage if I try to hit the shock trooper with the gun that Viduti has. And it'll do some damage to the Nazi trooper, but not a lot. I'm going to, that looks like a wall. I'm going to send Omar over. And I'm going to have him... Oh, I put him in the wrong spot. That's annoying. Whatever, fine, he can just shoot him. It is what it is, but now I'm going to use ambush over there. So, if either of them move, it'll stop them. Okay, so that's the Nazi trooper down, but the shock trooper is there and hit Omar for a decent amount of health. Only 4 health down for Pereira, who was hunkered down from the dog. And now that the dog is close, we can just stab it. Okay, so that's the dog gone. Pereira is now fine. And I'm going to send him over to where everyone else is. And, okay, I can do this. I'm going to send Omar up, and I'm going to have him sucker punch this shock trooper, which should kill him, because there was a wall behind him. Yeah, okay. Great. Fantastic. Alright, not so bad. Things are definitely getting more challenging the further along we get, and it's starting to really get noticeable, actually. Okay, great. More supplies. Only one, but you know, more supplies. That's great. And more ammo. So we're up to 88 ammo and a raunchy photograph, which is $40. It says in the flavor text, to my beloved Albert, yours eternally, Magda, which is funny. A monocle, which is $75. Alright, done. Man, we are very close to the end. We can either go straight to the end or go to an event location, but I want to see what's there. So we're going to put in the effort and go to that spot first. Okay, I'm going to put everyone at risk by doing this. Ooh, man. Okay, you sneak up on an improvised Wehrmacht camp. Soldiers are piling sandbags, digging latrine ditches. There is a lot of activity. Off to one side, you see a small barbed wire stockade with a sentry in front of it. Do they have a prisoner? You try to decide what to do. They do have a prisoner. So, it's called an old camp. There is, in the image to the left, there is literally just, like, it's all stone and, like, rocks and what looks like concrete wall, and also either metal or concrete, like, rounded pillars. They're, like, rounded at the top so that people can't climb up them, maybe? I don't know. And barbed wire, like, across in between all of the areas. And a soldier right in front of what looks like the entrance. And I think a friend that's just chilling out inside of that area. So, okay. I think we should still attack them. Like, it's a bit risky, but I do think we should still fight them, because we need more supplies is my biggest issue here. And I'm hoping we'll find a couple here, but I don't know if we will. I'm a little nervous, but I would like to go in. So we're going to go for a surprise attack, because there's only the surprise attack option, a trickster event option of free the prisoner, or withdrawing. So I'm going to attack them, and hope that it's not that bad. We'll see. Okay, we have the advantage. There's a lot of people here. Okay. That's fine. There's 7 of them. There's 3 dogs. All level 4, so they've only got 43 health. There's 1 level 5 sniper, which is unfortunate. It's got 59 health. There's a level 5 Nazi trooper, which has 72 health. And 2 level 4 Nazi troopers, which is 64. That's not the worst we've had to deal with, but this is a lot of people. Okay, so this is a 4 square one. Alright. So we're starting at the very bottom of the bottom left and bottom right squares. We're like right, like in a straight line across the bottom 2 squares. And right next to the line are the level 5 and one of the level 4 Nazi troopers, like literally right above it. Past that, the other Nazi trooper is over by the prison camp in the top left square, right in the middle of the top left square. And there are 2 attack dogs in the top left section of the top left square. In the top right section of the top right square is the sniper, and I'd say in the very top of the bottom right square is the other attack dog. Okay, so we're just going to immediately aim to get rid of both of these troopers. And, also see about sending our friends up to get rid of the sniper as soon as possible, because that would be great. I would like for him to not be a problem anymore. Okay, so Pereira's just going to get rid of this Nazi trooper. Oh, it didn't kill him, which is annoying. But whatever, I guess. I'm just gonna have him hunker down so that he takes less damage when he inevitably gets shot by this trooper. Okay, we're gonna take a risk and try to shoot this Nazi trooper and see if that helps. Ah, I didn't get rid of him, so we're gonna hunker down again as Omar. Okay. Natalia. No one can reach the sniper, but I can have Natalia reach the dog. So I'm going to move her forward to a single shielded spot. And yeah, I'm going to have her just shoot the dog because that's the only one she can reach. It'll get rid of it though. Okay. And I'm going to have Viduti go up next to Natalia in another single shielded spot. And I'm going to have him set up ambush, which can reach the sniper. So at the moment he tries to move and do anything, he'll get shot, so that's good. Alright, that's all we can do, so we end the turn. Okay, the Nazi troopers are all starting to move around. Omar evaded an attack from one of the troopers, while Pereira took 7 damage from the other one, and the sniper has also put up an ambush to try and hit both Natalia and Viduti, so that's mildly irritating, but whatever. I'm going to take the risk and have Viduti get shot. He evaded. Great. Awesome. And now I'm going to have him try for a range attack, which is 100% to hit him. So we're going to hit the sniper. Okay, great. Alright, I'm going to... Oh, God. I could really do with getting rid of these dogs. But also, I do kind of need to get rid of this trooper. Alright, I'm going to have Pereira shoot the Nazi trooper again to get rid of him. And have him take shelter next to a walled spot. And I'm going to have Omar get rid of this Nazi trooper. And I'm going to have him use his repair kit to fix his armor. Just so that we don't have to worry about that. That's like one thing taken care of at least. And I'm going to move Natalia forward to go and shoot this sniper. Hopefully it'll take him out fully. There we go. Okay, so the sniper's gone. We don't have to worry about that. That's the end of the turn now. So we only have 2 dogs and a Nazi trooper left. Okay. Right. Ow. Okay, one of the dogs hit Pereira for 19 damage, which is unfortunate, but that's okay. We can knife the dog down now. So that's one of the dogs down. There's only 1 dog left in a Nazi trooper. Viduti can get rid of one of the dogs. No, actually he can't, but I can have Natalia get rid of the dog. Okay, so the dog's gone. And I'm gonna send Omar over to hit this trooper. He missed! That's so annoying. I put him out in the middle of everything. That's irritating. Okay, we're gonna have to move Viduti over so that he can hit him. And I'm gonna have him use ambush so that it just stops him before he does anything, hopefully. But we'll see. I'm gonna move Pereira over, just because. For no, like, serious reason, just because. And I'll move Natalia over too, so she'll come down. So everyone's at least, like, close together. Alright. Enemy turn. There's only the 1 trooper left, so... Okay, he got hit by the ambush shot. That's good. Okay. Can Viduti hit him from here? Yeah. It's not guaranteed to hit him, though. So I'll try and get Omar to get rid of him. He should be able to from here. Okay. And 1 shot. Got rid of the trooper. Excellent. That's the fight done. Okay. A little bit scary, but that's alright. We handled it. Back to the map. Okay. What have we got? Please give me supplies. I'm running so low. Excellent. 2 bits of supplies. Thank you so much. And 1 bit of car fuel and $50 for a worn silken handkerchief. Thank you. As I thought, it's Miguel. In the image to the left, we're back where we were before. It just shows the prisoner thing and the prisoner himself. But the prisoner is at the entrance, which is now open, and all of our guys are there to welcome him. You release the prisoner from his bonds, and he shakes your hands effusively. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. Things would have gone badly without you. Hey, you look like you could do with some help. I don't suppose you have room for another passenger. I mean, we don't, but we could take you instead of who we have. Because he does 20% more damage versus Nazis, and he has the intimidation event option. And he is level 3. And he has grenades, and a very nice assault rifle, to be fair. And like mid-range armor, which isn't very good, but is still there. But honestly, I'm thinking of keeping Viduti, although he has health thing instead of like grenades. And like grenades are pretty good, but you know, I don't know, man. I like having the Sixth Sense thing as, like, a possibility, honestly. I feel like that one comes up a lot later on. So I kind of want to keep who we've got. I want to keep our little priest guy. So I'll hold on to him, I think, instead of getting Miguel. So thanks for the offer, but I'm going to ignore it. Bye, Miguel. Alright, we're going to continue forward. Man, everyone's getting so messed up. I feel like Pereira is like a second away from death. His health is at 39 and he has no armor. Oh, sorry. Man, rough times. Alright, we've only got one space before we end up reaching the flag, so we're almost at the end. Some rocks, this place is called. And indeed, it's a bunch of black rocks in the middle of the desert. There's a fire pit in the middle of it all. You rest in the shelter of some rocks. You cannot forget the words of the young German officer who ambushed you at the buried well. Who is this mysterious Captain Ruckart? What exactly does he hope to find in Karga Cerillen? You curse your carelessness. Would the Germans have tracked you down if you had been more careful in Jeddah? Oh, I think this is a rest stop. Because it went to night and then day again. Well, the past cannot be changed, but the future remains unwritten. Whatever Captain Ruckart is up to, you'll stop him. Yes, current health replenished, revived. Awesome, excellent. Everyone's at full health again. That's great. Now it's just the armor that's a problem, but, you know, that's acceptable. Everyone's health is at full, and that's all that I really need. Okay, so now we're going to the final fight for this area. Great, awesome. Okay. So this is going to be the second section of the 3-part map for this adventure done. After we get through this fight, if we get through this fight. Things are starting to get properly challenging now. Alright. In Oasis Settlement, there is a kind of like pinkish brick building with some windows in it and like some nice pillars, I guess. I mean nice. And like some pink brick, like just bricks, like the partial built walls right next to it, and a little dirt pathway through some grass area. And our characters are like right at the edge of the building looking around. You sigh with relief when you spot a small oasis settlement nestled among a grove of palm trees. Exhausted from your journey through the relentless heat, you long to bathe in the cool oasis waters, but an eerie sensation causes you to pause. Something doesn't feel right. A deathly silence hangs over the settlement, where not a soul is to be seen. You continue. Sensing danger, you skirt around the settlement and approach it cautiously from the rear. Your intuition has served you well. You see a large group of German soldiers lurking behind the huts and an army transport truck concealed among the palm trees nearby. Nope, everyone's moved over to like crouch behind the wall. Hidden behind a mud hut on the outskirts of the oasis, you quietly debate your next move. Okay, so there are 3 options. The first one is just straight up attack the soldiers from behind, and it's just a crosshair, so we just get into the fight. The third one is withdraw, as usual. And the second one is a brute event, and it's smash a hole in the wall of the hut. I am so excited to see this happen. Yes, go. Smash a hole in the wall. Oh my god, it's Natalia doing it this time. She just, like, gently touched the wall and a hole appeared, so now there's a hole in the wall. Before you can protest, Natalia hurls herself against the mud wall, smashing a hole as if it were made of straw. You hold your breath as the debris rains down on the hard earthen floor, but you're lucky. The rustling of the palm trees must have drowned out the sound, and the German soldiers remain oblivious to your presence. Wow. Ridiculous. Okay, now we're inside. There's a room, and it's got a couple of the German soldiers, like, flags and some, lockers and stuff, as well as a bunch of, like, boxes and things that have the symbol of the German soldiers on them, so it's, like, their stuff, and a bunch of big crates, and one singular pillar and a doorway. And all 4 of our guys are in there. There's also a little lantern that's in there, too, to light things up. You clamber through the hole into the hut and scan the room. It is packed with wooden crates branded with Nazi insignia. You've stumbled upon a German supply depot. Excellent. Great. Give me supplies, please. 4 chests of stuff. Okay. So we have the arcane bomb of Nefri Kahor. I don't know how to say it, but that's another nice repair kit, so we're going to take that. A worn sock suspender, which is worth $5. Thanks. Some spoiled field ration, which is worth $30, and 2 things of car fuel, which is nice. I really could have done with some supplies, but, you know, fuel is always good. We only have 10, so don't look a gift horse in the mouth. As you examine the crates, you suddenly hear footsteps approaching the room. You scurry for cover. Oh god, I feel like I'm about to sneeze. Oh jeez, okay, so, a soldier came in. Pereira looks like he's pointing a gun at him. A soldier enters the room alone. Within seconds, you overwhelm him and pin him to the ground. You question the man and learn that the soldiers were left behind to ambush you. German soldier. That's all I know. You'll find our orders in the truck if you want to know more. You bind and gag the soldier before weighing your options. Okay, so we have just a straight up open fire, go fight the guys. We have a continue your journey, so just keep going and, like, ignore them. Or, we have a shadow event, which is sneak to the truck. So we're gonna go with the shadow event and sneak to the truck. At this point, as much as I love fighting, it's a little bit spooky, so I'm happy to just go and do things with event options. Alright, Pereira has left. He just, like, ran out of the room, back through the hole that we made in there. And he's the only one who's gone out. So he's next to, I think, the building that we're in. Like, there's just the singular, like, mud hut that they mentioned before. And there's, like, 3 soldiers in front of it and a dog, like, across from the hut, which is where there's, like, a well and, like, some water areas and stuff. There's, like, a waterway and everything, and the dog is, like, right next to it. There's also some trees and some more greenery and, like, barrels and stuff. And next to the hut, like, hidden behind some trees, where Pereira is currently standing, are 2 trucks, and Pereira's, like, in between 2 of them. Moving stealthily, Pereira darts from bush to bush, but as he approaches the truck, he runs straight into a squad of German soldiers, who quickly raise the alarm. Shoot. Okay, well, whatever. I'm happy to fight still. It's fine. Like, their health is all up. I'm mostly just concerned because their armor is all down and we don't have a lot of supplies, but it's whatever. Oh, lol. You can see the hole in the building even from this perspective. Okay, this map is not wide, but it is tall. Okay, so this is another 6 square one. So it's a 3x2. And we are in the bottom left square. And the soldiers, there are 6 of them. And they're pretty much all but one of them, I think. No, that's 1, 2, 3, 5. Where's the 6th one? Yeah, all but one of them are in the uppermost left square. Like, very top left square. Where's the 6th one? I'm a little confused. Oh, there it is. The 6th one is in the middle right square. Okay. So that answers that. Okay, so we're going to try and get everyone as close as possible to where everyone is. We're very far away from everybody, actually. So, let's put everyone down. Okay. It's an enemy turn, but everyone's super far away, so it's probably fine. Oh, I did not look at what enemies we actually had to face. There's 2 medics, 3 shock troopers, level 4 shock troopers, 1 level 5 officer. I think it's level 4 medics, I would say. Let me look at it again. Yeah, 2 level 4 medics with 40 health, 19 armor, 1 level 5 officer with 74 health, and 3 level 4 shock troopers with 37 health and 24 armor. Okay, so just checking. So, there's a lot of cover here, but there are no, like, spots that are easy to reach any of the soldiers from right now, so we're just going to start sending everyone forward with cover. So Pereira has gained some cover with a wall and a shield. I'm going to have him hunker down just in case someone goes and, like, finds him. I'm going to send Omar... I'm going to send Omar right behind Pereira, and I'm going to have him... It's got, like, an X shield and a wall with it. And I'm going to have him use the repair kit to sort out Pereira's armor. Okay. I'm going to have Natalia take a spot that's got 1 shield to it, I think. Yeah. Although they're coming that way too. But no, I'm going to send her to the spot with the 1 shield. And she's just going to hunker down. And I'm going to have Viduti, who has the least health and armor, to go up next to her in a spot that has 3 shields and 1 wall. So, and I'm gonna have him set up an ambush just, like, right at the walkway where they can, like, reach everybody. That's, like, right in front of him. Okay, so enemy turn now starts. We end our turn and we see what they do. Oh. Okay, someone got Pereira, 2 armor down. 2 armor down again, so that's 4 armor. Everyone's going for the area where Pereira is right now. Okay, that's fine. Okay, I'm gonna move Viduti forward. He can now actually, like, ambush 2 of them, but he can guaranteed hit 1 of them, but it doesn't do a lot of damage. So I think I'm just going to have him ambush them. So I'm going to have him hold that. Okay, I'm going to move Pereira forward to a spot that has wall on both sides. And I'm going to have him take a risk and see if he can take out... I'm going to see if he can take out the officer. Great, okay, the officer's gone. So we don't have to worry about them being able to take 2 moves. So... okay, I'm gonna move Omar to where the officer was. Then, I'm gonna see if he can use Shotgun Blast. Yeah, he can hit 3 of these targets with the Shotgun Blast, so... it didn't do a lot, but it did something at least. Okay, I'm gonna send Natalia forward to be right next to Viduti, and she can actually hit the medic from there. She can only hit the medic, but that's okay. It does some damage to him, so that's good. Alright, and that's all we can do this turn. Okay, there was a shot missed on Omar. I think the medic just got hit by Viduti. Viduti got hit for 8 armor, and Pereira got hit for 8 armor. Okay, and the medic that got hit healed himself. So now Natalia's going to hit the shock trooper closest to her and the medic closest to her. That took the medic down, so medic is fully gone. I'm going to have her concentrate. Viduti can hit somebody. I'm gonna have him use ambush again, actually, and I'm going to have Pereira take out this one shock trooper. Oh, but he missed. That sucks. I'm gonna have him reload now. Okay, Omar. Can you take out the shock trooper? That would be great. Actually, you totally can. I'm going to move him over here, and he's going to hit the shock trooper into a wall. Sucker punch him. Bonk. Alright, that's that. Gone. Sorted. End turn. Alright. Okay, Viduti ended up using ambush and shot the shock trooper that was closest to him. The other shock trooper shot Omar, and so did the medic. That's unfortunate, but that's okay. It is handleable. We can handle it. I'm going to have Omar repair his armor again. And then shoot the shock trooper. It's not going to do a lot, but it'll do something, I guess. Or I can move him away. I'm going to move Omar away, actually. I'm going to have sent him off to a more defended place. And I'm going to have Pereira move right next to the medic and then stab him, I think. Do I want to stab him or do I want to shoot him? We might be able to kill him if we shoot him, so... not quite. That's alright. Okay, I'm going to move Natalia further forward so that she's able to shoot both of them. And now she's going to make an attempt at shooting both the shock trooper and the medic. She got rid of the medic. The shock trooper is damaged now. And we can't use ambush again, which is unfortunate. But we can actually hit... Okay, I'm going to send Viduti forward to just, like, point-blank range hit this shock trooper with the sniper. Alright. And that got rid of him. That's it. That's the fight done. Alright, great. Great job. Great job, me. I did a great job. Excellent. Alright. We got it. We made it to the end. Well, not the end of the full adventure, but to the end of this section of this adventure. Okay, we got another repair kit. That's a pretty, like, decent level. A level 5 one. We got another shotgun. A level 5 one. So that's neat. More supplies. Only one, though, but, you know, whatever. $50 for officer's gloves, and some more fuel. A couple of them. So now we have 12. Sorry, I'm getting, like, hiccups. Okay, continuing. All of the soldiers are now gone. We're in the zone we were in before that I described that Pereira was in, and Pereira's in the same spot he was in, but now replacing the spots where the soldiers and the dog were are rest of our team. As the dust begins to settle, you swiftly search the huts. There is no trace of their occupants, but you find several documents in the German military trucks, which you take a moment to examine. Oh. Project Valhalla, an eerie silence lay over the huts. That was a new achievement that we just got. Woo! Alright. Pereira just went to the hut, like, not hut, the car door for one of the trucks and, like, touched it. Just so you know what happened visually there. In addition to standing orders for desert operations, you come across a sealed envelope with a special Nazi command group stamp. Top secret special orders. You rip it open at once. Project Valhalla has already surpassed our wildest expectations. It is evident that the objects retrieved during our expedition to Iceland share the same origin as those discovered in the course of operations in Ceylon. These are clearly the remnants of a highly advanced prehistoric civilization with settlements across northern Europe and much of the Asian continent. There is absolutely no doubt that the civilization was established by the Aryan master race. Oof. Gross. Oh, hey, there are 3 people here. Hello! If you're joining now, like, bad timing. I usually end at 10, so, like, we're about to end. I'm about to leave. You got, like, 5 minutes, I guess. Alright, we went to the 3rd section of the map! Excellent, we're at the 3rd dot. This is exciting. Alright. The Endless Desert. We're in the new section. It's just desert. Like, the image to the left is just desert. There's a couple of rocks and, like, just the trail of, like, tire tracks. And our 4 characters just standing around. You fear that you will lose your minds in the searing heat of the desert. Fine sand drifts on the air and fills your lungs and eyes. Everywhere you look, there is nothing but sand around you. It is little wonder that explorers christened this region the Empty Quarter. It seems inconceivable that anything might survive, let alone flourish in this hostile wasteland. Suddenly, out of the corner of one eye, you spy a flock of birds circling the skies above. Perhaps an oasis lies ahead? When you reach the site beneath the circling birds, you make a grisly discovery. The mangled remains of a German army jeep. Oh, our characters are now moving forward, further into the desert area, and there is a campsite, what looks like it, and a jeep. So there is a jeep there, as well as like a box behind it and a lantern. There's another lantern over by a little campsite that has, a tent, and a dead body inside of it, as well as like some rocks that have like some skulls next to it that are right nearby. You examine the vehicle and soon discover that its front axle is broken. Even the simplest of mechanical faults can have fatal consequences in the desert. You are not surprised to discover the bloated, discolored remains of the vehicle's 2 drivers in a nearby tent. The men must have died of dehydration in the last couple of days. You leave the hapless Germans to their fate and search their vehicle for anything useful. Okay, we got 3 little treasure chests. Awesome. 4 fuel! Woo! Awesome. 1 small ammo box and 1 thing of supplies. Great. Fantastic. Now we have 2 supplies. Awesome. We have 2 supplies, 74 ammo, and 16 fuel. Awesome. Great. Excellent. Fantastic. Super exciting. Okay, and now we're on the new map. This one is not divided in the middle, which is cool. So we could just, like, go straight through to get to the destination that's on the bottom right while we are on the top left. And there are 4 question mark tabs, 1 friend tab, so we could go and see if we can pick up a friend that we prefer over Viduti, although I'm not sure if there is one. And there's also a little trader tab right in the middle of everything. Okay, so we're probably just going to be able to just go to these different locations. We have 16 fuel after all. Okay, so before I leave, we're going to quickly deal with the level ups that have happened, because apparently there are some level ups that have happened. We can replace Pereira's shotgun as well. This one does a lot more damage than the one that he has currently. So there's a new shotgun that does 79 to 95 damage in comparison to his previous one that did 67 to 79. So it's like way above what he was doing with damage before. It doesn't have the plus 5% damage, but honestly I think the damage itself that it just has by default is really good. So I might switch over to that one. Plus, this one also has a plus 4 to armor shredding and also, like, an extra 6 to crit damage. So I'm probably going to go ahead and give him this new shotgun to replace his previous one. I'll hold on to it and see if we can give it to somebody when we get back home. Okay, so now we will hop into their skill stuff. So Pereira's leveled up, which is cool. So he's on his very last level up to get 2 different skills, like a possible 2 different skills. So he has Reaction Shot. During the next turn, this character will perform a counter attack on the first enemy attacking them, which is great, actually. And Shredding Shot, a powerful attack tripling damage done to the enemy's armor. So it's one that fully targets armor and gets rid of it, basically, and one that just is, like, a parry, pretty much. So I definitely want a counterattack shot, so we're gonna get Reaction Shot. Confirm skill choice. Yes, excellent. Okay, close that. So Pereira's fully leveled up alongside Omar and Natalia now, and now Viduti is finally leveled up to level 2. Fantastic. Okay, so Medkit's heal amount, +8, is one of his possible ones. He has 3 possible ones. Sniper rifle crit chance has increased +12, or light armor strength. So his light armor amount has increased +5. I think I'll go with the armor amount just because I don't want him to get hit like super hard, and it would be great if I could get him like a better light armor even. So confirm skill choice. So now he has 25 because of his extra 5 light armor. So that's nice. Okay, so that's that. I'm going to go now. Yeah. Exit to the main menu. Hopefully that saved those little changes that I did before I had to leave, but whatever. Like, if we have to, we'll just redo them again when we come back. Not tomorrow, because tomorrow's Pokemon. And I said I'd do Pokemon on Friday last week. I didn't, but I'll do it this week. So, tomorrow's Pokemon, but next week we'll do more Pathway, and we'll finally finish this adventure and start the last one. So we only have one more after this one's done. But yeah, for now, we're gonna exit the game. That's it. It's 7 o'clock. It's past 7 o'clock, actually. We're a bit late on the usual ending time for the stream. Actually, stop running the game. Steam. Please actually close the game. Okay. So, hi. We're going to the end screen now. Oop. Stream's ending. This was fun. Alright, I managed to last through the entire 4 hours. So, that's great. We did a full 4-hour stream. Isn't that awesome? That's how things are supposed to be. That's what I'm trying to do for the schedule. I want us to get through, like, what is it, 14 hours, I think? Yeah, because it's 3 4-hour streams during the week of, like, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. And 1 2-hour stream on Monday. And then Saturday, Sunday, and Tuesday are, like, my days off from streaming. And Tuesday's my full-on day off, so I don't do anything on Tuesdays. Tuesdays are where I literally just laze around and do literally nothing. I don't even edit videos. I don't do anything then. I'm not allowed to work on projects. I'm not allowed to do anything. Because that's like, that's full-on rest day is Tuesday. I'm very strict about that now. I'm being very careful. Not strict to other people. I'm strict on myself about that. Because I'm really bad at taking breaks properly. But yeah, anyways. So that's my schedule now. So we actually managed to get through the 4 hours today. Isn't that great? So that's awesome. Anyways, I'm gonna go. I am actually pretty tired, and I'm very hungry. It's like dinner time. It's 7 o'clock. That's why I stop at 7, because it's like dinner time now. So I'm gonna go. This was fun. I'm excited to get through the rest of the Pathway stuff next week, because it is Thursday, which means that this is the last of Pathway for this week, but we will do it again on Wednesday next week. So look forward to that. In the meantime, tomorrow is Friday, and that means that we're going to be playing Pokemon again to try and get through some story stuff. I've been doing a lot of stuff in the background for it. I've caught some shinies, which is super exciting. But yeah, I've been just getting through some background stuff on Pokemon on my own. But we will be playing it tomorrow to get through some story stuff. And, you know, that's what that is. So tomorrow, Friday, is going to be Pokemon. Monday is the usual shared stream, which happens at 8 p.m. EST. Twitch shows all of the schedule stuff, but just so you know, I will be here on Monday as well, alongside my sister, and we're going to be playing a dating sim kind of like dungeon crawler game called Boyfriend Dungeon, which is very fun. So we're going to be playing that on Monday, as we usually do. We always play like random like games that we feel like playing, usually dating sims. Although I do want to try and get her to play some like co-op games, like other ones, like Stardew Valley and stuff, which I think would be pretty fun. But yeah, anyway, so I'll be here tomorrow for Pokemon, and back here again on Monday for some stuff with my sister, playing Boyfriend Dungeon. And then next Wednesday, I'll come back and we'll play Pathway again. And we'll finally finish this adventure and start off on the next one. Hopefully that'll all happen on Wednesday, so we can at least start the next adventure after finishing the current one that we're on, which would be great. And then on Thursday, we can get through, like, a good chunk of the next adventure, the last one. So we're going to be finishing Pathway soon, which is exciting, because I have more games that I want to try, like, outside of Pathway, but I can't do it unless I finish Pathway, because I feel like it would be irresponsible to keep adding more and more games without finishing them, because I do actually want to finish them on stream. So, yeah, next week, Pathway for Wednesday and Thursday. Super exciting, and probably more Pokemon on Friday again, but maybe. We'll see. It depends on how I'm feeling and how things are going in the background progress, because I do have more stuff to do in Pokemon, but we'll see how things are going. Anyways, I'm going to go, because it's end of stream time. It's already like 7:19, so I'm very much like, time for stream to end, you know? Alright, so I'm gonna go. It's been fun. It's been real. I've had a great time. Alright, I will see you later.